Greetings, fellow flat cats, and welcome to the stream. I'm here, and so is Akka.
Hi.
And we're going to be playing Pokemon Arceus, as requested in the Discord, with Beedoof only. Well, Beedoof and whatever his evolved form is. I can't remember the name, but we can only have 3 of the evolved ones and 3 regular Beedoofs at one time in the party. And we're going to see whether or not we can use the power of Beaver to rule the world.
It's just Beedoof and bigger Beedoof.
Beedoof, I think the other one is, or something like that.
Beef.
I forget.
Beef.
We also have to come up with names for each of these
I want one of them
squad
to be
members.
called Beef.
We've got Captain Booty.
One of them's got to be called Beef.
This
Or
one can be
Beefy.
called Beefy.
Beefy. Beefy boy.
Beefy.
Beefy.
And then this one, we're going to give the name that Finn suggested, which I've forgotten already. If Finn joins the stream, I'll ask him. But we are continuing from where I left off when I played this when we had shitty internet. We're on Akka's profile now, so the character is not called Reynard, they're called Assface. Also, funny story, I put toast in the toaster. No, I didn't. I put bread in the toaster and forgot it was there, and Akka's just found it. Munchlax, it's a baby EP. Who looks surprised and high off his head. My, this is Assface. My, a new face in the village. One that looks like an ass. Not that it matters to me if you're new. If you're here, I assume you're prepared to be of help. Toast. A toast with a corner missing. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. My partner steals my toast. I am one of the wardens of the Diamond Clan. You may call me... You may call me Assface. I suppose you might not even know what a warden is if you're new to Hisui. But such talk can wait. Right now, I'd rather get straight to the point. Let's make love. Ow!
Happy Valentine's Day.
You threw Aramat at me.
I'm catering your weird obsession with putting Aramat in things.
Yeah, I like Aramat on toast. No, it isn't. See, I get the chat to argue with you, but no one's here in a minute.
I don't know if everyone knows what Aramat is. I had no idea what it was until I met you.
I know. And you liked it.
I do like it. It's not
Anyway, I have a problem that I need help solving, so the more important question is this. Do you feel confident that you can lead your Pokemon in battle? Not really.
Do you feel confident? No.
To which he responds going, how uninspiring. Prepare yourself better than prepare yourself better then rejoin us. Oh, okay. So I couldn't just be a pessimist. She's forcing optimism out of me. I do.
The hats.
You just knocked over the pile of hats. Again, you cat.
No, last time was on purpose.
That's good to hear. The security court. She's doing that weird thing with her mouth again.
You mean smiling?
With her mouth open like she's trying to catch flies.
It's an anime smile.
The security corpse of yours certainly wasn't up to the task. This here is my partner, Munchlax, baby EP. We were raised together like siblings. No. He battles at my side by choice without needing any silly little balls like you use. He has no balls. You heard it. EP as a baby had no balls. Watch and learn. He did a yawn. Ah!
How long have you been playing on this profile?
I don't know, about half hour. This is still near the beginning.
You're already level 11?
Yeah?
I thought you were going to start the stream off with you, like, just starting the game.
No? Because then people will be seeing what's already happened, so I've just played up to where I was the first time I played this on stream.
Oh.
Go, Captain Booty! I think electric.
I thought you were going to say like rather normal, so they don't have any specific strengths or weaknesses.
Well, Captain Booty is down. Go, Beefy!
Is anything weak to Beedoo?
Well, Beedoos have water, so electric Pokemon will be weak to them.
I thought they were a normal type.
I don't know what type they are.
It makes sense with them being water because they have beavers.
Right, if you're gonna die, go out in style, roll out. No, Beefy, give me a strong rollout attack and pull a face while doing it. Duh! Oh yeah! That's 2 Beedoos down. This is going to be a hard playthrough, isn't it? Not until Mike actually comes around with his Switch and I can swap my Alpha Evolved Beedoof over. Strong rollout, go!
What level are your Beedoos?
Oh, I think they're at least 20. Maybe 30 now. A critical hit! Munchlax is down!
Wait, and they were struggling against that level 10 one?
What? Those? Those
Yeah.
Beedoof, yeah.
You said they were level 20, they're like level 9.
Because I haven't traded them over because Mike's not come.
Oh, no, I was asking what level these were.
Oh, the highest one was 11. Well fought, Munchlax, even though you lost. You must commit Harakiri. I'll take care of the Pokemon that battled for us. As she... Well, they don't have sprays in this world, so they just have the medicine in jars, so I just like to imagine she unscrews it and goes... And I'll let you have these. You people make all kinds of things with your crafting, don't you? These should prove to be useful materials.
She speaks like she isn't a person.
You have 5 Vivichokes. You and your Pokemon fought well together. You practically acted as one with them. Did I?
One with the Beedoos.
We are one with the Beaver. Is it an army or a cult?
Both.
It's an army and a cult.
I think that was it. God, I can't believe I showed you that and I didn't remember it. I am so tired today.
Rather like the legendary hero of old, the one we tell stories of to our children. I think you're indeed the one for the job. You see, I need someone to deal with an alpha Pokemon causing trouble up near Deer Track Heights. It's a large, fearsome foe, like any alpha, but you'll come, won't you? To Deer Track Heights, won't you? Won't you?
That was funny.
Excuse me, my phone is going off. Your Arc phone is beeping. That thing you have, it's showing you where you've got to go, isn't it? Look, it's off. My, that is some curious sort of map. Is that one of those Galaxy Team inventions I keep hearing about? It certainly does seem to show the way to Deer Track Heights, up ahead of us. Exposition. I'll leave this in your hands. You'll do great out there. I know it. I'm wearing a nappy on my head. It seems you're quite the asset to the Survey Corps, new one. My name is Ashface. Though, before we continue, I must ask, do you already know about the almighty Sinnoh? Of course. I don't.
I was going to say, what the fuck?
My, how about that? I thought, though I'm not certain you've been told the true story. The true story is this. Almighty Sinnoh steers all time. It's said to have created the very universe using its power over time's flow, and this land of Hisui was born in the process. It's by the grace of the almighty Sinnoh that Pokemon can live and thrive here. We of the Diamond Clan are descendants of a people who crossed the sea and settled here in the Hisui region to venerate almighty Sinnoh. However, it stole away from the world long ago, hiding itself in our sight.
Like how she tells you what it is anyway, even if you say you know.
Yeah. Almighty Sinnoh has only rarely been seen by any human, if the old tales are to be trusted. But there are still Pokemon here today in Hisui that with a connection to the almighty Sinnoh, and it is the duty of wardens like myself to attend to their needs. The Pokemon that graces Deer Track Heights is one of those honoured few. It is directly descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with almighty Sinnoh's protection. Follow me, everything is alright, and you may understand. In a bit, I need to do a little bit more grinding, I think. So first, kill insects. hear his mighty roar. And watch as we almost one-shot it. You watching Ray today when he was playing Pokemon, fighting that giant thing. He went, let's kick this tiny stone and kill it.
I'm still playing my time at Porsche and just running out and going beating up the ladybugs.
Yeah, Mr. Ladybugs, I think they were called.
Did you ever get to the boss? It was like Mrs. Ladybug.
No.
She's pretty beefy.
Are they all fans of hers? Are they all squirrels in my pants for her?
I think there was kind of like a... Whenever she came out, some of them would get like love hearts over their heads. Or that might have been a different monster. I think it was the ladybug.
I'm allowed to catch other Pokemon mainly because this is the only way you get money in the game.
But you're not allowed to fight.
I'm not allowed to fight with them. And then when I actually get to that part in the game, I can set them all free for dust, which makes the beavers stronger.
Setting them free for dust sounds like a euphemism for death.
Yeah, people always made that joke about Pokemon Go when it came out, when you trade Pokemon in and got sweets back.
Yeah. But setting them free for dust literally makes it sound like you're killing them.
Yeah.
Like yourself.
Just imagine him trying to be stealthy. Don't mind me, I'm a basket in the grass.
Grasket.
Grasket.
Grass basket.
Where's Captain Booty? There he is. Wah! He attacks the tree and gets us cherry berries. Oh. Peterkin is now following. Thank you, Peterkin, and welcome to the Spectrum. Now let's see. Can I snipe? I can, but not the way I wanted to. I want to get him in the back of the head to make it look painful and to get extra chance of capturing him. Ah. Oh yeah, I just told him to do that. It's muscle memory at this point to just throw Pokemon out and make them do my bidding. Later on, actually, you know what, I'm not going to spoil it just in case there are people here watching for the first time. But there's a potential that we could teach Bidoof things they're not meant to know.
That sounds fucking ominous.
Yeah. I mean, it does now that I think about it, yeah.
There's a potential to teach him things he's not meant to know. Things no Beaver is meant to know.
Things that no Beaver alive can handle the knowledge we possess. Pow, right in the kisser. Burmy.
It just means he can teach him to roll over.
No.
Like a dog.
I could potentially teach him to spit fire.
Cool.
Which is far more impressive than rolling over. Right, there's an alpha. This isn't going to work, but I just want to... Oh, I was going to hit him on the back of the head.
It's definitely impressive for a beaver, but depending on the animal, like say if you taught a dragon to roll over, I'd argue that would be more impressive than teaching a dragon to spit fire.
Someone in The Hobbit teaching Smaug how to roll over. Good boy. That one's just like, Terry? Where did Terry go?
You're picking them off one by one like...
So, Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Did I like it?
I mean, yes,
Well,
I am. I'm like the
depends on the
Velociraptors from Jurassic
The
Park.
85
They're hiding in the
onwards,
grass.
yes, those are really
and then one
fun,
by
and I can
one,
see the
they're just
roguelike appeal to
disappearing.
them. The challenge is tough but fair, and you can actually learn from your past runs and make it to the end with enough effort. But the 71
I
version,
am the Grasket.
that's in the book.
Like a fucking cryptid.
But the 71 version that's in
Just
the book,
invented a new one.
No,
Get on Tumblr and
not
start
at all.
spreading it around.
It was highly RNG
The
based,
Grasket.
and with very little
Yeah,
actions
it's
I
a
could take
creature
on
that
my
wears a
part to
basket
actually
on
counter
its
the
head
threats.
and just
It
takes
was a
people
huge
out one
turn
by
off being
one
at the AI's
for glory.
mercy and losing because you had no choice. And losing because you had no choice is worse than losing because you messed up.
You see that bird just turn around and go, Pete?
So
I
game
better get out of here.
So game number 1, Oregon Trail. So game number 1, Oregon Trail, I'm placing under
And
no.
sometimes, if you
What about
see the
you,
Grasket,
Have
you don't
played
see it for long.
Did you enjoy it? If you have, please let your thoughts be known down below.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use all
And
of
I
the
also hope that
Pokeballs
you
I've got
enjoyed
left
this
to
new
catch
installment
things,
of the
head
new
back to the
series.
camp,
I'm really
Report
looking
what I've
forward
got
to
to
doing
try and
this, and I'm
increase my
hoping you
rank.
guys will come on this
Because if
journey
I can
with me.
increase my rank, I
But
also
until
get new
then,
kinds of
thanks
balls to
everyone
help
for
me
coming.
capture things.
And remember, you're always welcome at the Spectrum.
So there's like the long distance balls and the heavy ones. And then I also get money for catching them all as well. Potential of 7 Pokemon to catch here. Oh, bird! Missed. Got it. No, he escaped. Escape. Look, it's EP.
It does look like him, actually, yeah.
He's after cherry berries. We've just gotten some, actually. Here you go. Accept the cherry berries as I just force them into your stomach. There we go. And we got 15 Pokeballs in return. I will fondle these Pokeballs with great accuracy, I hope. Meanwhile, out comes one of these things. Looks like it's in constant pain. See? Ah! Right. Strong style, go. Brr. So, you'll see in the corner when it's my go again. Oh, hello. EP has raided with 8 people. Hello, raiders, and welcome in. We just found you in the game, EP. So, you see over there, where it says Captain Booty and then Burmy? If you do it agile style, there's more chance that you'll be able to have... It's weaker, but you're more chance of you getting 2 actions in a row. And if you do it strong style, it's stronger, but it's more likely the enemy will get 2 turns in a row. Finish him off. You missed. You suck. EP's here with the Snorlaxes. Captain Booty is down.
We'll have to look for a Snorlax on this.
There is a Snorlax near the start. It's level 40. It's an alpha, so it's huge, but I can't capture it yet. Captured it in the other game, but not this one. Oh, come on. Someone hit it. Look, it got so bored it's just looking around. There we go. Lumberry. Nathan didn't die. I'm sad. Oh, his time will come. EP, don't you worry. EP's playing XCOM, and he made Nathan, and Nathan's character panicked and shot EP in the back of the head.
It just seems pretty on brand.
Which is why now, in our Discord, Nathan is called the Team Killer. Nathan hasn't noticed yet, though. I am curious as to how long it will take him to find out. We've also created a new monster, EP, called the Grasket, which is a creature that wears a basket on its head, hiding in long grass and taking out Pokemon one by one. Like this. Some say that a squad of beavers follows him around. Just going to keep adding to this legend. How many Bidoofs, says Judith. We've got 6 in the party, but the real answer is not enough.
Guys, suggest names for the Bidoofs.
Yes, you can name the Bidoofs. So far we've got Captain Booty and Beefy. And Finn came up with a name for one, but I can't remember what it was. I'm essentially a poacher. Go, Beefy. Well, I'm going to drop into lurk mode because I'm trying to avoid spoilers. I'll leave my audience in your capable hands. Have a great stream. Thank you, EP.
Thanks, EP.
And thanks for the raid.
Night.
Oh, we were meant to show EP that we found him.
Oh well. If he's gonna play it himself at some point, he'll probably find himself.
Yeah.
Find himself.
I will find myself in Pokemon.
He'll find himself while playing Pokemon.
I found that I'm an asshole. Because I just poach animals for my own selfish desire of battle. And fame and money. All in the name of research. Flower. Grab it. Bugwort. Speaking of bug, there's one. Next victim.
If you put our morals and
Whoops.
ethics into a world of Pokemon, it is quite a fucked up game.
It is. Oh, it ran away. See, it knows. Run away, you'll just die tired. And alone, as I capture your friends. And your family. Snipe! Nope. Wasn't far enough. Nope. That's one. Oh, he running. No, he running. He running. Got him. Oh, the weasels, however. The weasels, the natural enemy of the beaver. We'll assassinate their species. Beaver will become the dominant water animal.
Weasels aren't water animals.
These ones like to hang... Well, these ones are because they like to hang around the water and they have life rings around their neck.
Why was I trying to think in my head, like, what a better natural enemy for beavers would be, and the only thing I could come up with was platypus.
A platypus? I'm not sure if there is a platypus Pokemon. There's,
Shame, 'cause it'd be a
there's
perfect
ducks.
one.
We know there's ducks. Now that there might be some people in the chat, shall we do a stream raider?
Platypus would make, like, the ideal Pokemon.
Okay, everyone, if you want to take part in stream raider, there it is.
It already looks like a made-up animal.
Yeah, it really does. Okay, saw an Eevee before. Oh, Abras. Yeah, those fuckers. They're hard to catch because they just keep teleporting away and they always spot you from miles away. Now, if I had my light balls, my wing balls, then yes, I could potentially try and catch one here. Watch. As soon as he teleports back in, he's going to spot me. See? Wait, hold on. Back of the head. Did we get an Abra? We did.
Yay.
They like to sleep all day. Those ones. And there's a big burb over there.
Burb.
Now if we stay in the grass. Oh, it's an alpha. We're not strong enough to take that on yet.
You have to take on a alpha. For that woman before.
Yeah, but I think we should train ourselves up just a little bit more before we pull off that shit. Because if this Bidoof army struggled to take down one Snorlax, baby.
Maybe you should train the other ones up so that they're all like about level 10 or something.
No, about 15 maybe. All of them, because they're all over 10.
Oh, okay. I was looking at them earlier and I could have sworn like the top few were like level 11 and 9 and then all the others were like level 6.
And there's this thing again, in constant pain. Struggle bug. Oh, whoa, oh, the grass is acting funny. Are you seeing that? The grass.
Oh yeah.
It's scared. Scared of the Beaver army as it should be. Right, that might actually be a good thing, because if he bites it and doesn't kill it, we could potentially catch this. Nope, he killed it. Everything is level 12 now. We'll be heading back to camp soon for a heal and a potential rank up as well.
We should call one Chunk.
Chunk. Which one are we calling Chunk?
Just the next one.
Just the next one.
Come on, guys. I can't come up with all the names by myself. You guys have got.
It looks like you're going to. Chunk. And I don't know which one of those will evolve, but we can only evolve 3 of them. Yeah.
It's got to be Big Booty first.
To become bigger booty.
The original, the Fucking legend, Big Booty.
Yeah, but like I said, when Mike comes over with his Switch, we will transfer Big Booty over into this one, so he can command them all.
Right. I thought your first one on here was called Big Booty.
No, on my profile it was.
Oh, okay.
This is your profile. Because you can only have one game at a time.
So, we've got Chonk and Beefy. What was the other one called on here?
Captain Booty.
That was it. Alright, okay.
Okay, we're out of Pokeballs. Let's head back to camp and see if we get anything good. Cold toast. So first we heal. Then we have a sip of apple juice.
All part of the healing process.
Yes, there's a flow chart of healing. Then we go over here and we fiddle with balls to get 44 of them. Then we create 8 revives. Go over here, put the rest of the ingredients away. All parts of the process. No, get rid of those. And then we use this powder to increase Captain Booty's attack to level 3.
I'm sorry, I can't get over sip apple juice play with balls.
Is that our new t-shirt? Sip apple juice, play with balls. Akka is broken right now. She's just giggling to herself in the corner.
I'm so tired and my brain is just completely dead today. Anything's making me laugh, like, hysterically.
Should that be our shirt? Sip apple juice, play with balls.
If you want it to be.
I was thinking of making you just your default slugger sticker.
Yeah, if you want.
Oh! EP played the toot sound. So, Kizzy's favourite one is the one that has an echo. Bigger toot is her favourite.
Well, we need to get some of the other ones. Like, did we win?
Did we win? Yep, there it is. Hark! It is the sound of Captain Booty preparing for war.
That is the sound of Big Booty.
Wait, can you imagine? Like, we're there on top of a cliff, and we're there on top of a cliff, and we're there with like the 3 Beedoops and the 3 evolved Beedoops or whatever we are, and we go, Captain Booty, sound the horn.
I love it.
EP just wants to play a load of sound effects now. Nothing's died yet. Well, things have died, but not enough to warrant that. Oh, hello. This person has a task for me. Hello, woman hiding under a tree. I am the Grasket. What can I do? I am Grasket Assface. What can I do for you? We're alright with it, EP, so long as we know that the sounds work. What do you want me to do? Oh, I've done it already. Would you like to know about the bugs? The timber of the fields. And we got Vivichoke. Okay, so let's go and catch some more Pokemon. In order to level us up. Oh, it's nighttime, so that means the Drifloons come out. The ghost Pokemon. They are literal balloons. I think these are the ones that kidnap children by floating away with them.
What do they do with them when they've got them?
Float away. I think the question is, what do they do when they land? And who knows? It depends where they land.
Do these things eat kids?
No.
What do Pokemon eat?
Berries is, I think, their main food source.
Including, like, the ones that look like tigers and shit. You know, the predator ones.
Well,
Do they eat other Pokemon?
I think it is implied that they do eat each other. Because whenever trainers feed them, they give them, like, berries or, like, little square cubes of meat and things like that.
That probably means that there are times where someone will get eaten by Pokemon.
Dweegi says, hello, I was in near the beginning but was in middle of a boss fight. Hello, Dweeg, how are you? We're just training up our beavers. Apricorn. They need to learn, like, their elemental attacks, because that'll be handy for fighting some of the things we're going against. What? Also, Dweegi, can you come up with a name for one of our Beedooths? So far, we've got Captain Booty. Oh. Captain Booty, Beefy, Chunk, and then we need 3 more names. Roll out, motherfucker! Whee!
Oh, Luigi's caught a shiny Beaver.
Hey! See, on my main game, I've been going after a shiny Bidoof, but I can't find one. I've got one of my friends, one of them. Damn Worker, says Dweegi. One shall be called Damn Worker. Are you banging your hands? Why? Aka's tired.
I am.
Damn Worker. What about Wood Munch?
Yeah, munch.
Munch. Or just Wood Munch.
Whatever you want.
Wood. Can you imagine giving them all these like really silly or maybe even risque names? Like if we named one after Lovecraft's cat.
No.
And then in the Pokemon world, you go Lovecraft's cat's name. Oh.
You wrote much instead of munch.
Oh.
We need one more name as well.
Wood. Wood Munch. Okay, there's an electric mouse. That's what Bidoof would be strong against if he could spit water. And then we sneak up on it and we throw it at the back of the head. Essentially a backstab in this game.
Not happy.
Well, right now it's stunned, so we get a free turn. There it goes. Ah! And now it's not stunned. To which we bite it again! Bite its ears off. Assert dominance. Beaver is superior over mouse.
I thought they really hurt as well because they have like 2 big buck teeth. So like they're probably going to be quite blunt. Or not blunt I suppose, but like, what's the word? You know what I mean, right?
Sharp?
No, like, I mean, they might be sharp because I guess beavers have to cut through wood, but like, I feel like 2 big buck teeth would probably hurt more than like normal teeth.
Low battery? You've been in the...
Same.
This has been in the Switch the entire time. How's it got low battery?
Do you not have another one?
No, they're all broken.
Can you switch over to the controller?
Yeah, but they're all in there.
What, the Xbox controllers?
No, the Xbox controllers won't work on the Switch.
Oh. What am I looking for? I'll get one for you, but what am I looking for?
Hold on, there we go. Just a controller that doesn't look like an Xbox One.
Oh, it's the same to me.
Racist!
This one?
No. I'll be right back. There's one here, but we need the wire for it. Actually, no. Stop telling me it's low battery. I know. Get in. There we go. Oh. So because I plugged the controllers in, it's making the screen go off?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay. Okay, that controller's not going to work. It's not going to work, it's just that the wire, because some dumb fuck decided to put this little bit of plastic here, so any wire that doesn't fit this little bit of plastic doesn't work. There is another controller around.
What happened to the red and blue parts we had for the Switch originally? I know they had a bit
I
of...
think they broke.
Oh.
Where is that controller? There's a black and red one I've seen, and that's meant for this. But I'm trying to think where it's been put. Wait. What? Yes, that's it. People on camera might just see a controller flying to view. Ready? Whee! Ah. Oh, fuck.
Does that one not work either?
What? Oh no, it works. Just... I think I've nudged something. Right, now what's your problem? Is the...
Hmm?
Oh, don't we just love technical difficulties? What could I possibly have nudged to make you have a hissy fit, honestly?
Try turning the TV on and off again.
You mean there's no signal?
Is it definitely like the thing in there? Is it definitely switched on?
Hmm?
The thing that you've slotted in that, is that
Yeah.
the switch? Is it actually switched on?
Yeah. I have to just... you gotta be an arse? Seriously. Why you got to be a fucking arse? See if the TV will work when it comes back on. Right. You're plugged in here, you're plugged in there, and you're plugged in there. It honestly has got no reason to be doing this, and yet it is. Swear to fuck. It's almost like I'm not allowed to fucking stream.
While you have a mess with it, get Dover out so there's some on for people to watch.
Yeah. Fuck's sake, honestly, for fuck's sake. This is where I find out there's so much wrong with the Switch now.
Oh, is she buried?
Oh, well, I'm not even sure if it's still coming up on the actual stream itself. Because... no, I think it's frozen on there. Hold on. We might have to stop the stream for just a few minutes. Thing is a piece of fucking shit, and honestly, I would drop kick it out the fucking window if I didn't have to stream with it tonight. Anyway. And now it's doing something else.
Oh.
Let's see, right. Honestly, if it doesn't work this time when I fiddle it, we're going to stop the stream.
I could stream something else.
I don't know what, though. It's not like anyone's watching.
Well, in case people are. Have a snake. The stream's just, well, the Switch isn't working properly, EP. Oh, sorry, baby.
Okay. So, I don't know how long this is going to last, but obviously we can't have fucking nice things in life. Because, obviously, life is a piece of shit. Isn't it? It's like, oh, you got a Switch? You want to stream? Well, sorry, I'm going to malfunction on the night you fucking want to stream.
You got it working again now.
Oh, yeah, but how fucking long till it fucks up again? Oh. Are we being attacked? By this thing? No, all the buttons are in the wrong places as well. How does one run? There we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, do you know what?
Wow, what's up with it now?
It's about to kill me because I'm too distracted with trying to get it to fucking work. So I'm just going to close the game and restart it. Because if it wants to screw me over like that, it's definitely getting drop kicked out the fucking window.
Got Stream Raiders ready to go as well.
Yeah, well, I might as well just cancel that because no one took part in it. It's just us, so we lose.
I think Judith's in the chat that now, though. Hey, Judith, if you're still there.
Right, give me a minute so I can just lose this fight. Hit Stream Raiders, then we can start a new map. Judith says hello to you. So, yeah, we lose the battle because it was just us. Nothing we can do about it. Start a new map. And here we go. So if anyone wants to take part in Stream Raiders, there's the link. And I'm going to put down the Paladin. And there we go. Alright, now let's see if we can actually play this fucking game now. Okay, it's going to take me a while to get used to these buttons now because on the custom, the third-party GameCube ones that I've got, the buttons are in different places. And then on this, they're in different places.
You do not want to go up here. I was going to try and get her over to you, but she's just like, no.
Look, it's a snake. She's curious. She can see things she can see the grasket on screen. She wants to eat it.
I'm going to eat the grasket, baby.
So I forgot what we were doing. Oh yeah, we were trying to get ourselves stronger for it. Oh no, we can actually go to where the alpha is. We just can't fight it yet until part of the story. But we might still have time to train getting there.
Oh, there it is.
Fuck you! See, I don't know how intelligent a Bidoof is, but I feel like casting confusion on it does nothing.
Yeah, I don't think they're that intelligent.
It's like slowpokes. You know, apparently it's law that they take like 5 seconds to feel pain. EP says, I feel like Bidoof is cute but dumb.
Yeah.
It's a Zubat. I am sneaking, I am sneaking. Didn't you say you like Zubats or something?
I said they were all I caught when I was trying to... Because, like, I'm not really into Pokemon, but I did give one of the games a go. And all I was catching for the longest time was Zubats.
Because Edge.
So I just kind of started to assume that they were just really common.
Well, they all come out at night in this. They mostly come out at night. Mostly. And Geodude. It's the rock guy, the floating rock guy who likes to flex. No, but he broke out. I didn't even see where that Pokeball went. Hold still. Who'd have thought poaching Pokemon would be so hard? Got him now.
Is there any snake Pokemon? Oh yeah, there's that metal one you told me about.
There's Ekans as well, which is snake spelt backwards. And then there's Arbok, which is cobra spelt backwards. And Judith is going to bed. Good night, cuties. She's talking to you and the snake.
Aw, night, Judith.
Night, Judith. Oh, we almost got spit roasted by Zubats, but we killed one of them. Beefy saved the day. Go, Beefy. He did the thing. He saved the day. Also to you, Mr. Flatcap, says Judith. Hello, baby. What's this?
It's just
Oh, it's a bit of coconut thing. Spit roasting by Zubat sounds painful, says EP. It depends on what they use. And here's the professor in his stupid hat. Thank goodness I got here in time. As a Pokemon researcher, I could hardly miss out on a chance to observe an alpha now, could I? Alpha male? I suppose this is your business. Fine, as long as you stay out of the way. D&D party. The worst D&D party.
Yeah.
Is this professor a hipster? No, he's just a douche. This is Deer Track Heights. This is where I've long come to pay tribute to a special Pokemon. A Pokemon descended from one of those ancients blessed by the almighty Sinnoh. Dee-lee-lee whoop! I guess that's the noise it makes.
Whoop.
Yeah. Remember, doom spelled upside down is whoop.
Whoop.
This professor is the weirdest, I know, right, Dweegi? Oh, look at it go. That's not it. That's only a troublemaker here to disturb the peace with its racket and its sweet mustache. Dee-lee-lee whoop!
Lily whoop.
And that's what you're here for, ass face. Hey! See, sometimes I forget I named him ass face, so she just randomly turns around and insults me every now and then. To drive that interloper from this place. I'm sure your Pokemon are ready for the battle. How many Bidoof are going to fight in this fight, do you reckon?
How many Boodoos are needed to change a light bulb?
Never enough. What if the answer was none? They're Bidoofs. Little wonder alpha Pokemon are feared across the land if they're all oversized as this one with glowy red eyes. Exactly. That's not the only big, though. Oh, they're not only big, though. They are strong and may know moves that others of their kind do not. They're not to be trifled with, let me tell you. They're not to be trifled with, let me tell you. Nevertheless. EP says, well, I'm sucking at avoiding spoilers. I should probably head off now. Good night and hope the stream army goes well. Long live the Bidoof army. Thank you, EP, and sleep well. And we will come to your stream when it is time. Size is a potent weapon in and of itself. No doubt this alpha is a powerful and hardy foe. If you must face it, make sure your Pokemon have strong moves at their disposal. Well, I think I'm actually going to have to go back to the trainer in the village so that she can teach my Bidoofs how to be better Bidoofs. Teach one how to spit water. It's going to be expensive though, and we've got a little bit of money. Oh ho! Drifloon. I want to go back to the village. My Bidoofs need to train and get swole.
Swole.
Swollen mind, swollen booty.
Swollen mind, swollen booty.
The Bidoof army needs a slogan, I think.
I think that's a pretty good one.
Swollen mind, swollen booty. Oh, hold on, I need to talk to her. Has she got? Yes, she has. Because if we are going to work with the Bidoofs, we must become a Bidoof. Yes, there it is. The Bidoof mask. I think there's more Bidoof clothing you can get, but we haven't got it yet. But now we have a Bidoof face on our face. Can't really see it because I'm finding a hard place to zoom in. There, see? Bidoof face. It's like, day 5. They still don't realise I'm not a Bidoof. Yeah, look at this Lady Dimitrescu. Tall woman.
Tall woman.
Giant woman! I want new moves. I want you to train Captain Booty. Stealth Rock. That's one of his moves. Rock Smash. Tell him to learn Rock Smash and Swift. Okay, so she went, here we go, hi-ya, as part of the message. And because we're watching some of the old Scooby-Doo cartoons, because it's from the 60s, the racism has not aged well.
Oh, it really has.
Not to imply that racism ages well anyway, but it's just when Scooby-Doo runs into a Chinese laundromat to go and get something to fight the monster, and one of the first things that the owner of it goes is, hi-ya! And I'm like, oh no. Can you train Beefy up to learn some moves? Swift and fighting and Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock just makes you think that like there's a concert that's playing, but that people aren't supposed to know, so they're just doing it really quietly. Now, if we could evolve one of these as well, that would help in the fight. Because then they actually get access to water. Okay, so now I need to actually assign these attacks to them, I think. Change moves. Okay, so you need to learn... So you need Rock Smash in there instead of Tackle. And we'll put Swift in there so that you've got something to work with. And I think Swift always goes first and never misses, so that's good to have. Oh no. And then I need to... Beefy. Change moves. Rock Smash goes down here. Swift replaces Tackle. And Fighting replaces Bite. There we go, he can be more of a glass cannon. Right then. So 2 might be enough. We will see. But let's head over to the Alpha now and see whether or not the Bidoof army can take down one giant insect. Is it Belly Day?
Yeah, but I'm just like... I don't think it's scale rot. I think she's just dirty, but I am wondering what that...
It does look like she's caught dust or something from the coconut stuff itself. What do you want, good sir? Fearless Gavison, 2 tumblestones. Haven't got any orange berries. I can give you orange berries if you let me do it. Oh, well, I think they're all in the chest. So give me a minute while I pull them out. How long will it be, do you think, before something happens where I have to go into the chest to get my Pokeballs and go, let me pull out my balls?
Come back here.
Oh, I thought you put her back. I didn't realise she was escaping. Escape.
No, I was trying to get a decent picture of her belly, but she kept moving.
Right, here you go. Oh, 5 he wants, and I pulled out 4, because of course I did, because thinking he wanted 3. Right, here you go. 5 berries. Now just smash him into his face. And what does he give me in return? 3 revives. That might actually be helpful, because then we can revive our Beaver army as they fall to the Alpha, possibly. If you strike the beaver down, he will become more powerful than you will ever know. Alright, so he's going to have a rest to make sure that everyone is ready for the fight. And then we go to war.
To war.
To war. Sound the horn. Oh look, there's another one. Oh look, a recruit. Boof. A recruit. Boof. Welcome to the cult. Or the army. It's an army and a cult. And flip. Ow, my shins. You can fall to your death if you're not careful. Or as this game likes to put it, black out. There's a Zubat. Zooby Dooby Bat.
Zooby Dooby Bat.
So if anyone is in the chat listening, in our Discord, Akka is thinking of starting a TikTok for Dover. I'm just wondering if you guys would be interested in that too.
Let me see your belly. I hope you just don't.
I think she's just dirty.
I don't think I've left the substrate wet long enough for it to get scaled up.
No, you haven't. At all. Honestly, I think she's just dirty. We could put her in the that little box with water tomorrow and see if it comes off.
We could try.
Wrong one. Save. Okay, here we go. Men! We are about to go to war. We need to give them a rousing speech. Men, we've known each other for only about 3 in-game days, but during that time I have pushed you to your limits. Your teeth are now as hard as stone, and I want you to use those teeth to bite into the stone of peace and rip its balls off. Because we're going to war with insects, and we want you to take those balls of peace and shove it down its throat. Are you with me, men? Said, are you with me, men? They're ready. They're ready. The Bidoof army are ready. Let us begin. Quack! Oh yeah, you can't actually throw your balls at this one. It just stands there waiting. Loop. Go, Captain Booty! He's so small compared to it. Okay, he took that one okay. Although, but he might not take the next hit. So get a big hit in, Captain Booty. Go! Go, go, go! Ooh, he took it down halfway. Okay, I think we've got this fight, but we're going to lose some men in the process. Captain Booty's down! Medic! Go, Beefy! I wish I could put accessories on them, like top hats or something. Stealth Rock, go! Okay, now, slight question. Do we attempt to catch it?
Go for it.
Go for it. Keep him distracted, men! What? We're gonna catch him in his sweet mustache, we hope. We did it! We have a prisoner of war!
Yeah!
We shoved the balls of peace down his throat. And only one casualty. You really are an impressive one, aren't you? Seeing someone best in alpha like that, it truly reminds me of the legendary hero of old. We best make sure your Pokemon are taken care of facing off against such a foe. As she unscrews the jars.
We are!
And we turn around and go, Bidoof, what do you say for her healing you? Good boy. What in the world? Ah,
Ooh, majestic.
it's our first mount. A wire deer. Or weird deer. Not sure how you say it. Here he comes. Grumpy. Blah. I know it's a mane, but it looks like a beard and it makes him look wise. Look at him. Staring at us. Judgefully.
Judgefully?
Yes, it's not a real word, but I just conned it now. Coined it, rather. He looks upon you with kindness, ass face.
Oh,
Does he? Is that what a Pokemon looks like when it's being kind? We're going to put the baby away in a minute, but anyone who may still be watching. Here she is, being awkward. What are you doing?
Being awkward as fuck.
What are you doing, baby? She's staring at me like, nothing, Dad. You don't understand me. I'm a teenage brat of a snake, aren't you? Look, you're on the internet. Look, you're a celebrity now because you're a pet. Pets automatically get the views. You know how we've got Spectre in the corner?
Mm-hmm.
If I could, I'd get someone to animate one of Dover.
Oh, that'd be well cute.
I could probably hire someone to do it. I'd just have to find someone. Where are you going? Are you trying to go down my sleeve? No, she's going around the back of it. Look at this taffy wrap. Look at her. Just chilling on my arm there. Hello. We're just going to be holding on to her here while her mum sorts out the vivarium for her.
Yeah, I just want to check that none of the substrate's wet and where she's been.
Yeah, she's in a knot again. Why are you like this? Come on, look. Now she's just wrapping around my arm. She peek. Look at her go. She's a snake on a mission. To get somewhere, but where?
I don't think she even knows.
It does look like dirt, babe.
I think it's dirt because none of the substrate in there is wet. But you know I worry.
I know you do, because you're a mum.
Especially because she's been sick already once.
Where?
No, I mean like she has been ill.
Oh, she's been ill, not sick, which is the American term. Filthy American language!
Sorry.
If Kizzy was here, she'd be offended, and we wouldn't care. You want a close-up, baby? Look, say hello to all your fans.
But I know like last week I did find a bit of mouldy substrate around her water dish. So I thought
Yeah, but that's around her water dish. Where she spills the water. Where she bites the water.
she has bit the water before. There's like a couple of flakes been out, but not much. I could have just missed that when I was cleaning it out.
Oh, yeah. Nope, she's tying herself in a knot again. Why must you do this, baby? Why? Give me a boop. She gave boop.
She's not pooped in a while either.
We feed her this week, don't we? Yeah, feed her on Sunday.
She's not pooped since we last fed her.
Meanwhile, on the game, the wire deer is still awkwardly staring at us. With apparently kindness in his face. He looks exhausted.
How many of these kids do you reckon he's had to be a mouth for? He is exhausted.
Only the ones he deems worthy. Look, she's getting head scritches. And she's off.
anything, the substrate's actually dry.
Oops. Get a close up again. More of Dover. The star of the show, really, aren't you, baby? Remember one time when we had her out and she was just hissing at the air randomly?
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Oh, I heard that. That was a big sigh. Hello. Boop. And Finn's here. Hello, Finn. Look, it's the baby. And we're just giving her a close-up while Akka's cleaning out her vivarium. You want to say hello to Finn? Go on, say hello to everyone. I could swear sometimes she tries to climb in the camera lens because she thinks it's a hole. Alright, I hate to be rude, could you hurry up? My arm's getting tired.
Yeah, okay.
And I would put her on my other one, but she won't let go.
She loves you.
She loves us. We need to get you a flat cap. Or a top hat. Or just a hat to wear. Ash says danger noodle. She's definitely not a danger, but she is a noodle. Or nope ropes, as Gina calls them.
Nope rope.
Right, say bye, baby. And she's off. Tied in a pretzel.
Do not tie yourself in a knot. Stop it.
Okay, back to the game. Is this the face of kindness, Finn? Do you think that's what's happening? And he's off. He's presenting his butt, just like a cat. A tiny flat cat would be adorable, says Finn. I'd say the great Weirdeer has taken a liking to you. That is fortunate. He is an esteemed Pokemon that can dash across the expanses of history while bearing a human on his back. A human he deems worthy, at least. It's like when we were playing 7 Days to Die, and you found that painting of a guy and went, look at this distinguished gentleman.
Distinguished gentleman. Look how he sits.
He's a blessing to us all. Remarkable, truly outstanding stuff. A Pokemon letting someone ride on it. Why, it's just like the ride Pokemon of Alola. I think, wait. No, Alola isn't England. I forget what the English region is in the Pokemon world. I think Alola is supposed to be Hawaii. Professor Laventon, Assface! Captain Celine sent me. She said that once Assface carried out his request, we'd be able to set up a base camp. About that, I know this was a joint decision by Adaman and the commander, but still, is it truly fine for us to set up more base camps like this? The Hisui region is land created by Almighty Sinnoh for the sake of its Pokemon. As long as your goal is to coexist and thrive together with the Pokemon, then I imagine you should also be allowed to use this land. The great Weirdeer has taken a liking to Assface as well. This is a good sign. Love you both, says Finn. We love you too.
Love you, Finn.
We're just hoping to see you this year.
Yeah.
You have my thanks for what you did today. Our clan leader will hear of how you aided us. The great hero, Assface, will go down in legend. I'll come to show my appreciation with a proper reward as soon as I can. Ooh la la. It's just going to be a birthday card because she couldn't find a thank you card with well done written in it.
Well done card.
If we want to coexist and thrive with Pokemon, we'll need to stop fearing them and start getting to know them better. That starts with completing the Pokédex. Anyway, we should be able to have that base camp set up once the construction core arrives. The core. Fade to black because it was too rude for TV. I have a week off in May and August, just FYI, says Finn. But do we have a week off in May or August?
Well, hopefully if all goes to plan, I'll just be working weekends now.
Yay. But the answer is still no. You only have 5 days off, so not a week. Here we have it, our new base camp upon Deer Track Heights. I call it the Heights Camp. Really letting those creative juices flow there, Professor. From now on, when you set out from the village, you can ask to be escorted to this base camp to start your excursions directly from here. Having another base camp to start from will be a great help on our surveys. Nice work today, everyone. What say we all head back to the Wallflower, where we eat one thing and one thing only. Potato mochi.
What all they have?
That's all. Well, I think they've got more there, but that's all they eat. Just potato mochi. Kickatoon. Long as fucking time ago in a town called Kickatoon.
I'd like to try potato mochi, but I can't imagine what that would taste like.
Can you imagine that there's a recipe on the internet somewhere? His hat is so fucking stupid.
It is a dumb hat.
His beard's is shit as well, watch. Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, please, and make it for free today as well. The next battle is the next loss. Oh no, we've got a fair few numbers now. We're going against the giant Venusaur. So hold on, let me bring the actual fight up. There we go. Alright, ready? Let's go get that Venusaur. Oh, place a spell. Here we go. Spell, yeah. So I've cursed the Venusaur. Look at him go. Look at that lollipop mage back there. Or healer. That brave warrior standing in front of it, just stabbing it. Yeah. Oh, no. Died. There's a vampire there. So Finn gets the most kills, so he gets the first prize, which is Vampire Scrolls. There you go, Finn. And the person to win the Warrior Scrolls is EP, who's not here anymore. Okay, on to the next battle. We're fighting against glitches and Pokemon. And I will place down my first unit, which will be a tank. Okay, everyone, get your units down. And we will return to this army of beavers. Benny, old chum, yeah, we read that. Poor Benny can't stand up straight, and he's forced to make potato mochi all day long just for us, because we're the only customers he gets, I think. Have you all heard the grave news? That frenzied Kelevor from the rumours, it ended up mauling some of our galaxy folks who went out to investigate it this morning. The medical corps has had a hard time getting all the injured back on their feet. Ah, this is the Kelevor that was reportedly struck by powerful lightning, yes? I did hear he's been behaving most erratically since then. Still, if further investigation is in order, the Survey Corps will, of course, step up to the task. Look, can you see his beard from here? It looks like he's just got a pen and just drawn dashes on it.
I think he has. I think that's what he's done.
He wants to be special. Someone has placed an epic warrior on the field. Dungeon Orb. A certain amount of danger is inevitable when researching unfamiliar Pokemon, but I'm sure Assface here can handle things just fine. Meanwhile, I'm sure the main character can handle this just fine, and then she turns around looking like that. Are you certain? I've heard Celebor's so mighty, even alpha Pokemon don't compare to him. Now, you forget that the strengths of Pokemon are key items of information that we of the Survey Corps are duty-bound to research. And since this perilous work of ours calls for a clear head and fighting fit physique, I do believe a good night's sleep is in order after this fine meal. And a midnight snack of more potato mochi. There. The next day. Good morning, Assface! You should hurry to the commander's office before he decides to use you for sumo practice. This man wants to handle Assface.
Assface.
Hello. There you are. Let's hurry to headquarters. Hi. Look who's being punctual! Finally realize you're wasting Almighty Sinnoh's precious time by bowing to a sham? There you go again, insisting on your false image of Almighty Sinnoh as a ruler of time. My people follow the true Almighty Sinnoh, the font of all creation and ruler of space. Ha! You could have all the space there is and still not know what to do with it.
So are they fighting over whether he's the ruler of space or time?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's basically a religion war going on, I think.
Why can't he be the ruler of both?
Dungeon Orb says, heyo. Hello,
Hey.
Dungeon Orb, and welcome to the stream. How are you? Excuse me, are you really suggesting that you make better use of your time than we make of vast Hizu's space? You can tell it's an argument because of all the dramatic noises that are going on. Better than some. It's a miracle you showed up on time, oh mighty leader of the Pearl Clan. I worried you'd get lost in the pointlessly vast space you're so fond of and never show up. Me get lost? See, I don't know why she's doing this. It's almost like she's... Oh, I love it when he insults me. In Almighty Sinnoh's great gift to the Pearl Clan, in our world's very basis, you wish. I wish I hadn't let myself get dragged into arguing with you. Almighty Sinnoh, forgive me. What a waste of time. I'm off to Commander Kamedo's office. I believe it was you who started this. Look, just admit it. You both suck. You can feel the tension when those two show up. I haven't met them, have you? The woman with the reverence for space is Iridia, the leader of the Pearl Clan. The man who's going on and on about time, Adaman, leads the Diamond Clan. Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan grudgingly coexist at the moment. Apparently things used to be less peaceful. But the boss, I mean the commander, is waiting. We should save this conversation for after you report to him. But first, I'm going to make this guard a happy man. Here is your wormpull, sir. He wanted a pet, and we gave him a worm.
Hey.
Give it a name in mind. So the names he thinks of are... Which of these do you like best? Beauticia, Beautifred, or Eugene?
Beautifred.
Beautifred. Yeah, I like Beautifred too. I guess it's decided then. I'll raise Beautifred to be a splendiferous beauty fly. Wait and see. Wormpull can evolve, and we got dazzling honey for it. Right, let's go and see our apparently sumo commander. Because the first thing he does to meet you is he tells you to attack him and he just throws you across the room. It's like he just wants to assert dominance over children. I got big shoes. Chunky shoes.
Chunky shoes.
What do you intend to do about that Clavor, Commander Kamado? He may be descended from a warrior of Almighty Sinnoh, but look at the mess he's causing. We can't sit back and let him rage on. You do get right to the point, Adaman.
I've just shared the...
Wasted time is lost.
I just shared the stream link to another server I was in because I totally forgot a couple people in there, like the sound of an all Beaver playthrough.
Whoops. Well, now they know.
Yeah.
Well, tell me, what would you have us do? Calivor is a precious lord of the Pearl Clan. He's no match for my sweet mustache. That is the point. My clan can't intervene directly where a Lord of Pearl Clan is concerned. If my people were to do something, our two clans might end up back at each other's throats. Just like we used to be. But even folk of the Galaxy team have been wounded, haven't they? Seems someone's got something to do here. Who then? Would the Diamond Clan have the Pearl Clan bring down one of its own honourable nobles? I don't believe I said that, though it thought it, maybe. You might as well have said it, you fool. Calivor into such a violent frenzy. I'd like to know that myself. This is a first as far as my clan knows, too. I see you've arrived. Look at him, in all of his mighty splendor. The commander of the Bidoof army. This is Assface, commander of the Bidoof army.
Are you going to dress him up in anything else?
Once, there is Bidoof themed clothing you can get. Here's Vaughn. Hello, Vaughn.
Hey, Vaughn.
Aha, I hear from Mai you've earned, what, Reader's favour? That thing. Good to finally meet you, stranger from the Rift. I'm Adaman, leader of the Diamond Clan. I like how it's like, I'm Adaman, leader of the Diamond Clan. If you want to be formal.
Yeah, why is it like that?
But that's a mouthful. Just call me Adaman. If you came from beyond the space-time rift, could you be from the space where Almighty Sinnoh is said to reside?
Is that the Sinnoh of time or the Sinnoh of space?
I don't know.
There's two, apparently.
I'm Iridir, leader of the Pearl Clan. Caution and foresight are my watchwords.
What?
See, our safe word is cinnamon. Hers are caution and time. Which is why I have trouble believing such a tale. Could you really have passed through that rift? He goes, caution and time. What a strange safe word. I have a proposition.
I love the idea that if things are getting a bit rough, she just goes, caution.
Yeah. Caution, caution. Why not send this one to study Kelevor before deciding what must be done? You'd send this stranger who supposedly fell from the rift to study Kelevor, this newcomer with no experience but somehow is the leader of a Bidoof army? Says the leader with almost no experience.
You kind of look like a twat. I just stood in the background going,
What, our character? I'm the commander.
Like, you're just this dorky looking kid with a fucking Bidoof mask on your head.
Yeah, being a good leader isn't a matter of time, it's a matter of embracing Hisu's vastness without fear. Well then, there you have it. If how new you are doesn't matter, then let's give this kid a chance. I'm sold, Commander, let's try this our way. By the way, don't you think that caution is a stupid safety word? Indeed I do. My mustache thinks it is ridiculous too. This should be fun. I'll get to see how good you galaxy folk really are with all your weird ways.
The blue guy, I like his hair and his earring. He looks quite cool.
Putting Pokemon in those strange balls and what have you. She then looks at his balls. This whole practice, she's looking at his balls and went, this whole practice bothers me. Almighty Sinnoh made Hisu vast so Pokemon could live freely throughout. We're meant to stand alongside Pokemon, not count ourselves above them. We do not use Pokeballs for a desire to control our Pokemon. Yes, we do.
Yes, you do. What?
Only so that we can live together. Allow us to show you what we can do. This is your mission now, Assface. I order you to study Kelevor and help us find the truth of this situation.
Isn't it Cleavor?
I don't know. Remember that you are a stranger who appeared one day out of the very sky above us. People are naturally suspicious of your presence here. Especially with a name like Assface. If you wish to be fully accepted and trusted, you must work hard. Work yourself to the very bone! Child labour.
It's not a healthy mindset to have.
Well, that's settled, and there's no time like the present.
It is quite
The Lord of the Woods, Cleavor, that might actually be it, yeah, is descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's own power. No other Pokemon you've encountered yet compared to his strength. Be warned. Right, I don't know if the chat's just being quiet or if there's something going on stopping people talking. I honestly don't know. Could you jump into the chat and just say random bollocks to see whether or not there is something stopping people? Or if people are just observing. Listen to me. The Galaxy Expedition team has come from the History region as a group of outsiders. Some might even call us interlopers. We mustn't do anything to threaten our relations with the Diamond and Pearl clans. Understand?
No, we're all good.
Nope. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Oh, and look, here she is. With no eyebrows and big ears. Join me downstairs, Assface. Buy me a drink first. We'll cover the details of this new mission. I like how you both went random bollocks as well.
You said post random bollocks in the chat.
And part of me was like, is she really going to do it?
Of course I am.
Put your sort code in there.
I'm not going to actually do that.
Abra! Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Ah, good, you're already here. Hello, it's me, Professor Douche. Professor Lavington. Professor Douche, the briefing, if you please. Yes, let's get right to it. So, Assface, I understand you've been... It's not my name, it's Asfast. No, it's Assface. I understand you've been requested to find out the cause of Cleavor's frenzied state. But, as you're aware by now, Cleavor is a mighty thing. Nigh invincible, even. The security corps tried throwing Pokeballs at Cleavor when they were attacked, but I'm afraid they didn't even come close to catching him. It seems he's a far trickier opponent than even those aggressive species of Pokemon that cannot be caught outside the battle once they're riled. I don't think she's got eyebrows, I'm not sure.
I don't think she does.
Rated 18 stream with talk of ass balls and a beaver in full view. Yes, the Beaver Army. I'd like to be perfectly... Don't forget safety words. This mission will put you in extreme danger. Do you believe you can handle it? Not particularly. Oh, it didn't go down. Very well. Then let us go over the particulars. The Diamond and Pearl clans revere their nobles because they believe these Pokemon serve their almighty Sinnoh. They leave offerings to express their gratitude to these Pokemon in locations they call the noble seats. Epic Gingerbread Tank is on the field, thanks to Lord Never. So perhaps a good starting point for our research could be to find out what sorts of offerings they normally leave for this Cleavor. He's got a beard under there, he's a neck beard. Assface! We need to speak with you! Listen, that rift in space-time seems like it connects this world to a whole other world. The world might be where Almighty Sinnoh itself rides, the true Almighty Sinnoh, that is. The one that rules over time.
Oh my god.
So if you fell through space-time rift, that might mean you travelled through time by Almighty Sinnoh's all power. Think of it, you must have just been swimming in its divine might. Well, I've got a favour to ask you, oh amazing time traveller. Don't just study Cleavor, quell his frenzy. Well, you actually caught us at a good time, young Adaman. We're just discussing our next steps with regards to this whole Cleavor situation. Oh ho! You must be the Galaxy Team scholar I've heard about. Good to meet you, Mr. Douche. Share some of that knowledge with me sometime. Now, let me elaborate a little. Those Pearl Clan types have a lot of respect for Cleavor. You heard his title, Lord of the Woods. I'm sure they'd rather get this under control too, but it's hard for them to come right out and ask. Those of the Galaxy Team, of all people, for help. And the truth is, we in the Diamond Clan have a similar problem on our hands. A Pokemon dear to us, off in the mountains, has flown into the same type of frenzy as Cleavor. Now, there's certainly bad blood between us and the Pearl Clan, but we've all got to share Hisui, and that means we ought to tackle our problems together. But there aren't many capable of standing up to such powerful Pokemon. You're the best hope we've got. What does that say about these organizations if a guy who's only been here for 2 days is the best out of all of them?
A child.
Yeah, a child. You'll find Cleavor at Grand Tree Arena. That's in the very heart of the Heartwood. His warden is a boy named Leanne. Leanne is a brilliant child, but also a bit... well, sometimes brilliance can be blinding, you know? He'd tell you all about his beloved Cleavor, whether you wish him to or not. Anyway, I'm sure you're up for the challenge, so we'll be counting on you. See you later! Caution as a safety word, can you believe that?
He's a pet owner.
What?
He'll tell you all about his pet, whether you want him to or not.
Yeah. He's just got a load of photos, and look, here he is asleep in his basket. Oh, look, this is when he rolled over. Okay, he certainly left quickly once he'd finished talking. I suppose he really values his time. Adaman and Mai weren't wrong, you know. If you're to study and perhaps even quell Cleavor, you best start by visiting his abode. Abode. Our new Heights camp would be a handy place for setting out towards Grand Tree Arena. And you should stop by the pastures too. You'll want to choose the best Pokemon to bring. We already have the best Pokemon in our pocket.
Yeah.
You ever say that smack to me? Find, and then this guy with a face like that. But then the guy behind us acting like he's an advert. Finding yourself unable to pick up the materials you come across, satchel always seeming full. If that sounds like you, it'd be wise to lend me your ear for a moment and hear what I have to say.
His name's Baggin.
My name is Flex Tape. Teach me the ways of carrying more shit. About 4 times. Just imagine that there's a guard. Every time people leave or enter the building, he just does his whole advertising shtick. And then when everyone knows how to handle their bags better, he just starts like going into whatever it is. Hey, you look like you have trouble pleasuring your wife.
God damn it, Baggin, not this again.
Yeah. Then may I introduce to you Liquid Viagra. What goes down will always go up. Maybe later. Anyway, I've learned, I think, how to carry another row of stuff. Maybe. I might be off by 1 or 2. So now, we're off to go and see this Cleavor. And try and devise a plan to defeat it. But not before someone has to stop us for another cutscene. How are things, my good friend? Volo. And not Wizard of the Coast Volo. The guy that bullshits adventurers into doing what he wants.
I don't know enough about that character.
So well, we've got one of the compendiums up there. It's Volo's Guide to Monsters.
I know he's like got a book, but I don't know anything about it.
In one of the campaigns, he comes up to you and says he'll pay you a load of money to go and do this mission for him. And when you do it and come back, he's like, well, see, I haven't got the money, but I can give you this. And he gives you an inn to run. Either way, I have some super potions here just for you. Oh, think nothing of it. Having the Survey Corps out and studying Pokemon is great for business, you know. Supporting you now is actually an investment in my own fortunes. Gee, thanks. It's glad to know you care about the Pokemon, not just your own selfish desires.
I know a lot of D&D books where like you end up with an inn to run because like it's happened twice now.
Well, in the one we're playing with Ez, he's playing the second half of that campaign because that's the second half. In the first half is where you get the inn. But I think he just really wanted us to have a tavern. And now I must depart. There are ruins that are just calling to me. And I'm off. Stay safe out there, kid. Whoops, I chose the wrong camp.
If I had a nickel for every time we ended up with a tavern to run in D&D, I'd have 2. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah.
Or whatever the thing you said was.
Yeah, Drake. I don't know why I slept. Everyone was fine. But I am going to make some heavy balls. I heard you giggle.
Heavy balls.
Yeah, we'll call them the cinnamon balls.
Name your last Beaver for that.
Cinnamon.
No, heavy balls.
Heavy balls. I'm not sure that's going to fit.
Cinnamon!
Cinnamon! Caution. I want to go to the Heights camp, please. Okay, we'll save. And then this Bidoof will be named Heavy Balls.
Is it a male?
Yes.
I mean, it's getting called that regardless, but like...
It is indeed.
wondering.
It is indeed and male. Heavy Balls. There we go.
Perfect.
Nope. Oh, no, I've got nothing to put away. Oh, what do I do? I've got honey. But this I need to use. I'm going to sprinkle dust on Captain Booty. And that makes him stronger, apparently. Run! Burbs. Okay, I think we'll spend just a little more time grinding now. Just to make sure we're ready for the Cleavor fight. Missed!
Which Beedoof are you grinding?
Just the ones that are in my pocket.
Which one specifically? Are you grinding Big Booty?
Are you wanting me to say I'm grinding heavy balls?
That or Big Booty?
Up. Nathan is raiding. Just in time for us talking about balls.
Just in time to hear you saying I'm grinding heavy balls.
Yes. But welcome in, raiders. How you doing? We've started the Beedoof army. But we have 2 more Beedoofs that need naming. And we'll show you the names we've got in a minute. But first, let's kill a Geodude. Kill a creature made of rock with a rock. John's like, you're grinding what? Grinding Pokeballs. Woo, how's it going? Well, we've just killed our first alpha. Well, no, we didn't. We captured our first alpha. So in the team so far, we've got Captain Booty, Beefy, Chunk, and Heavy Balls.
We need some more names, guys.
3 of those are Akka's idea of names. Swifty's here, Flat Cat Man and Queen Akka. So we've got
hi.
2 more Beedoofs that need a name.
What happened to Woodbiter or whatever it was, and the other one? There were 2 others.
Oh yeah, I wonder why that changed.
Was that before the Switch fucked up?
Maybe. Hang on, Wood.
It's called.
No, it didn't save. Hold on, if I could just press the wrong button. So, Wood.
How was it, Woodmuncher or Woodmunch? I don't remember.
Wood Munch. There we go.
What was the other one that Luigi said?
Oh, Woodworker or something like that.
Something like that.
Can't remember. Luigi, if you're here, tell us what it was. But welcome in, raiders. How are we all doing? You missed the snack. Speaking of balls, here, have my balls to your face.
John Fitz says, can you call one HM user 69?
User 69.
HM user. What does HM mean?
I think HM is used to be something that you would use on your Pokemon to teach them moves. Excuse me. But we'll have a go. Let's see.
Swifty says got wood.
HM use where are the numbers? There they are. 69. There we go. Can you imagine being in this world and this kid comes along and starts throwing out, go Captain Booty, go HM user 69. There's a Parasect down there. An angry Parasect, and he saw me. Well, who cares? I'm up here, you're down there. Oh no, it was a Geodude, okay. Get him, Captain Booty! That's the Beedoof's gamer tag, says John Fitz. Geodude. Also, just a quick announcement to anyone who's still listening. This is going to be moving to Saturdays now because Akka wants to do a couples stream on a Monday.
It's just because of I might be starting a new rota at work where I'm just in every weekend, which in the long run would be a lot better because then I know which days I'm in and we don't have to just wait for a new rota every 4 weeks to see when I can actually sit in on streams.
Zaka stream, yay! We will be finishing off Time Splitters first. We're still not sure what we're going to play afterwards. The Beedoofs are calling for war. The Beedoof war cry has been sounded.
War cry.
The Beedoofs demand blood. We will give it to them. This will be the blood. He's gonna get knocked out. Go get him, Captain Booty!
You finish Time Splitters first, and after that we can start a new one together if you want.
Yeah, Gina giggling to herself. Captain Booty is down. Send out Beefy.
Beefy.
This is where we're fighting all the gym leaders, and they're like, "How many Beedoos has he got?" The blood demand has been satisfied. Captain Booty's death sound has played about a minute late. Okay, Stealth Rock, go!
I just thought, do you want to take the option to get the snake out off? It's already got out one. In case she's just hidden away again.
Oh, that was for Cricketoon, okay. Yeah, for anyone who may be watching, although the Point Redemption is out there still for bringing Dover out, she's already been out once, and if you handle them more than... Well, you'll know.
You're just not supposed to really handle them more than once a day, but it's not just that, it's like... I've put her away. I think she's probably just gone to sleep now, so I don't really want to disturb her anyway.
Hoya! Woohoo! And now we're just going to poach a load of Pokemon for our own greed. You know, there was a streamer I met a few days ago. Well, I say I met. I've been to one of his streams, and I hadn't been back for ages, but I went back a few days, and we started getting on. And he only just realised a few days ago that Meatloaf has died.
Meatloaf died?
You know.
I didn't. Like, I actually didn't know that. I was starting to laugh because, like, you were looking at me like, how the fuck did you not know this?
I thought you knew.
No.
Yeah, Meatloaf has died.
Oh shit, when did he die?
A few weeks ago.
Oh.
I don't know what the cause of death was, but I think someone said it's COVID related.
Oh, that's a shame.
He's 74.
I mean, it would have been a shame regardless, that's not the point, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Now Swifty's doing it. I feel like Swifty's doing it to troll though. I think it was here I got annoyed because I think there's Magikarps. Yeah, there's one there. I can see him swimming around. There's a Magikarp. But I can't reach him with my balls.
I love Magikarps as well.
I know. Oh, have you read what the description says about them in the games? In Sword and Shield, at least, the description says that they are worthless and pathetic.
I love them even more.
Oh no, Beefy's down! The director of the first Ghostbusters film died today as well. Yes! Ivan Reitman, yeah, that's sad as well.
I think if I was a Pokemon, I'd be a Magikarp.
What, so you have an excuse to not get anything done and lie around?
No, just because that is my natural state.
I thought you was a permanently exhausted pigeon and a deflated hamster.
Can be many.
I can be whatever you want me to be.
EP is also a Snorlax.
I'd be a Snorlax. Yeah, EP is indeed a Snorlax. We fought a baby Snorlax before. Although EP isn't here anymore, but I think I should show people the Snorlax.
Yeah.
The Snorlax who lives in these fields.
What Pokemon would you be?
Dead one. Because we all know that if in this world like this, if you find a Pokemon that's got some sort of mental illness, they're putting it down.
Well, I'd be dead too then.
Yeah.
Although I'd argue that I feel like all Magikarp are already like that anyway.
Yeah.
Nothing's expected of them, so I'd be fine.
Magikarp, go. Just there with its mouth open all the time. Like a shag doll.
I've never heard them called that before.
A shag doll.
Shag doll.
How have you not heard the term shag
I've
doll?
heard sex dolls before, but I've never heard anyone call them a shag doll. Oh, that's just so unapologetically British.
Chat, anyone in there, can you back me up? Have you heard them referred to as shag dolls before?
That is just so unapologetically British and common. I love it.
How dare you?
It is. I'm sorry,
No,
but it is.
no, am I the only one who speaks like me? Am I the only one who calls them balms and shag dolls?
Yeah.
Hey babe, look! A recruit!
What we're gonna name this one? Muffins!
Muffin! Cinnamon!
Swifty just went, it's muffins. I
Muffin.
think that would be a good name. What do you guys think?
I've heard Shaggy be called Super Shag. I think I may have heard that one too.
Oh no, he's not saying shag as in Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. He's saying shag as in...
That's a big bird. Chunks level 14. I think they evolve at 16. Anyway,
You only wanted to evolve a couple of them though.
we're only allowed to evolve 3.
What happens if a fourth one evolves without you wanting it?
They evolve when I tell them to. Once they reach the criteria, they only do it when I tell them to. Or they face death!
Can they continue to level up after that? Or do they
Yes,
just get-
they can.
No, I mean, like, can they continue to level up without evolving?
Yes, they can.
That's really weird.
Because we can actually access the area now where the alpha ones spawn. So there's a part of me that wants to try and catch one, but I'm like, we need to grind a bit more, otherwise they'll just tear through this squad. That one's asleep. He was. But I ran up and woke him. What? Alright, everyone, behold! EP.
We found him.
Big EP. Oh, someone's satchel. Which means that I get to do this. Give Andy his lost satchel back. And get 52 merit points. Woo! There he is, everyone. The man, the myth, the legend.
Why has he got red eyes?
Because he's an alpha. So it's alpha EP. Alpha male EP. Oh, that's level 21. Shit. One's gonna die next hit, so let's see how much we can hurt it. Not much. We're gonna have to run, me reckons. Voosh. Captain Booty, distract him while I run away. I only came over here to show people EP, and now I'm just running into a death zone. There he is. Oh! For the sake of it, I am going to throw one heavy ball at him when he turns his back on me. And if I end up catching him, I will laugh.
Is that even possible?
It's possible, but the chances are just really low. Oh no, apparently I can't actually throw a Pokeball at him and catch him.
Maybe you're too low level? Or maybe the hill was in the way.
I doubt it. It was because that symbol over his head was an X.
No.
Like, and maybe it is because I'm too low of a level in terms of like my rank. Yum, says John. Anyway, back to Heights Camp, where we will rest, get everyone back up. What's that? This Kenku stares at future DMs. You can't handle... X gon' give it to you, says John. And then, you can't handle EP. Oh, we will be able to, just not yet. Oh. They're not recruits, they're prisoners.
What?
I saw the birds and I was about to say they're recruits. And I'm like, no, they're not. They're prisoners of the army, which we then sell for drugs to make the Beedus more powerful.
Your side battle is ready.
Is it? Oh, I didn't hear the noise.
Me neither. Usually we hear it.
Alright. Confirm. Let the war begin. And I haven't brought it up on screen. There we go. Look at him go. Well, we got the numbers. We might have this one. Yeah. Look there. Maybe the noise went off when Gina did the Bidoof war cry.
Just timed it so perfect.
Possibly. Right, Lord Never got the most kills, so Lord Never gets these scrolls, and then the rest of the prize goes out to randomers. Dagum. So that's who it goes to. Right, now we're doing this one. So we're fighting tanks, slimes, factories, and people. And because it's just, well, it won't be the last one of the night, but I am going to put down a bomber. So place your units down, everyone, and we will see how the war turns out. Oh, easy, easy. Got it. But will it stay there? Yeah. Most of these Beedus are only 2 levels off actually getting stronger to the next level. Let's see if any of the alphas are actually hanging around though, while on the way capturing as many prisoners as we can. Whoops. Oh, that one was asleep and I woke him up. Okay, bite him! Bite him, chunk! See, this is what really annoys me about this game at the minute. There are times where you'll be outnumbered, like fighting 2, 3, however many other Pokemon. And then you can't throw more of your own out to help. And I'm like, why would you not do that in this situation? Right, Chunk's down. It's only because Chunk didn't have the right attacks. But Captain Booty, on the other hand, does. Because for some reason, this floating rock is weak to rocks.
That makes no sense.
It doesn't. Game Freak didn't know how to make 2 party members at once, so they didn't do it. Which, well, did they make Pokemon Eevee and Pikachu? Because they did in that. Although multiplayer is supposed to be coming to this at some point, and I'm curious how that's going to work. I would love like a properly multiplayer Pokemon game though.
I thought Beedoo had water attacks.
It's supposed to have water attacks, but
It also has rock attacks.
Fighting attacks, yeah. Rock and fighting.
So, like, I don't think it's got a type.
Mushroom.
I'm sure I remember reading somewhere that it was a normal type, and I'm not sure what that means.
Hold on.
I don't think it's an elemental one.
Bidoof. Summary. It is a normal type.
So does that mean it can use multiple elements?
It's possible it could have a few elements under its belt, yeah. But right now it knows how to use rock, normal, dark, and fighting. Like an MMO. Not necessarily like an MMO, but like a co-op experience. Kind of like this, where I could be running over here, and then a traitor Bidoof jumps out at me. And then I start fighting it, and then, like I say, Akka, this Bidoof's turned traitor, come and put it down with me. And then she'll run in later on and go, oh, here's my Blastoise to help, or something like that. Here's my Magikarp. Named Cinnamon.
Here's my Magikarp, it will do its best.
What is your Magikarp doing? His best, damn it! Or maybe like a dungeon raider. That would be a good type of game. A dungeon delver, rather. That would be something I'd enjoy. Let's see if we can capture this prisoner of war. And chuck. Bonk. Okay, so I need to throw this up there to get those berries. More prisoners! For the dust cause. So just snort it all up and become stronger. A fish is not worthless. Damn you, Japan. Yet Swifty's read the description. It's so cruel. It really is.
I mean, it's kind of fucked up when you think about it, like, the only reason it's worthless is because it can't do anything in a fight. So it's worthless.
Not unless it learns tackle.
It's worthless because of human desires, which is like, that doesn't mean it's worthless as an animal.
But then when it gets to what, level 14, it turns into Gyarados. And then it's like, yeah, what now, motherfuckers?
But even as Magikarp, it's still a beautiful creature.
Imagine if we were doing the Magikarp playthrough.
Yeah.
We've got our first evolution. Beefy is becoming Super Saiyan. He's becoming Super Beef.
Beefy's becoming beefier.
Look at him, our little boy is growing up. Beefy evolved into Bibarel. Got new ideas for moves. I'm so excited for the Owl House and Amphibia are getting new episodes on the same day. Yeah, Akka will be too. Justice for Magikarps, hashtag, says Swifty.
What would you even do for a Magikarp playthrough? Would that even be possible?
No, because they're not available to catch from the start. The only way I could actually do it is catch them or get Mike to catch them and then send them to me over here. The minute I can actually learn to trade, because it will force me to do fights with things that aren't a Magikarp. What? Look how small it is. Roll out! Whoosh. Okay, so, John. Who's your favourite character in Owl House and Amphibia, respectively? And if one of them isn't either, we're probably going to get Akka angry.
I won't be angry. You just have bad taste.
I thought Graplocked was funny to see. If that's a Pokemon, I don't know what it is, because there's what, over 1,000 of them now, and I stopped learning all the Pokemon once the second generation was out. Ooh, that's tricky, says John.
I can't really pick one for sure with Amphibia. Maybe Marcy. I do like Marcy.
Marcy.
But Sasha and Grimes as well. They're such an iconic duo.
Alright. Sending out Beefy. Now that Beefy has gone next level. And looks high as fuck. Boosh! What else is targeting me? Is there another one? Yeah. Oh,
The Owl House are like Ida a bunch. Amity and Lynx are cute as fuck, they are. Amphibia, there's no character I dislike. Yeah, I mean, Ida is the best. Ida's the best character.
Really? You? Running around in cute little tiny uniforms? Sweating?
I gotta go!
Let's catch another prisoner, let's hope. Fingers crossed, eyes crossed, everything you can cross. Cross your arms, cross your legs, cross your eyes. Nope, you didn't cross them hard enough, chat. Fine, if you refuse to be captured, then you'll die! Get him! Oh. Wow, he sucks. Beefy, show him how it's done. Finish the job.
I think I remembered what it was that made me love Beaver so much.
What?
I can't remember who I was talking to, but I was talking to a friend
There he
about
is.
Pokemon, and they literally went, no one's favourite is Bidoof. So I turned around and went, well, they're going to be my motherfucking favourite.
Gonna be my motherfucking
No,
favourite.
I don't think I actually turned around and said that. I think I just got sad.
I even like Hootie. Yeah, he is a bit much, but I like him. I like Hootie.
Hootie's Zach's favourite character. I think.
Hoot Hoot! Oh no! You didn't want to know! Now we're playing hard to get! Hoot!
I think you like anyone voiced by Alex Hirsch.
I don't know. Buy crypto, suckers!
Exactly.
I wish there was more Gravity Falls.
Same.
Get Captain Booty. Yeah, sniff the magic dust, Captain Booty. Get your defense up. Okay, we'll rest to get everyone's health back up. Hoot hoot! Imagine if we were doing an owl playthrough. One of them had to be called Hootie.
Yeah.
I just look at that. I want to see my Pokemon. Here he comes.
You know what would be kind of cool to see as like a Gravity Falls spin-off? Stan and Ford going on like their sailing adventure.
Yeah.
And what shit they get up to.
I really like pasta. Bill Cipher has a gun. Oh, why am I here? Oh yeah, we were recovering and shit. Was there anything else I wanted to do? Oh, that was it, yeah. We're going to attempt to catch a alpha beefy. Oh, that was the thing as well. Beefy needs to learn new moves. Because now he knows Water Pulse. I'd love to see a Disney crossover. I'm talking Star versus the Forces of Evil, Gravity Falls, Amphibia, and the Owl House.
That would be really cool.
Are they all Disney properties?
Yeah. That'd be really easy as well because like, doesn't Star have like, wasn't one of the spells she has in her book for like jumping dimensions? Or have I imagined that?
I don't
It's
know.
been a while since I've seen that show.
You and John will know better than I will.
I never actually watched the end of Star Versus. I need to watch it. I've heard everyone.
I thought
say
you didn't
that.
like it.
No, I love Star. I love it as a show. But I think I remember hearing a lot of people say the ending was really bad. And to be honest, like, as I was watching, it did start to go downhill quite a bit. Like, it wasn't the best show. It started out really good. Though.
John likes the ending.
Yeah? Okay, I'll give it a watch
Yeah?
then. I was intending to. I need to watch the ending of Adventure Time still as well.
Adventure Time.
And that spin-off series they did where they actually made Marceline and Bubblegum canon.
Capture the prisoner. Got him.
talk about a bit much though, like when you said Hootie was a bit much. Ponyhead in Star Versus is so irritating. Like, she's just such an annoying character.
You saying Ponyhead just makes me think of Centaur World.
You know what? She would fit in there, I think. She might be a little bit nasty, to be fair. It's like think of Lumpy Space Princess, but without like an ounce of.
Oh my god!
Without even an ounce of sort of like these. I don't know what the word is.
John says, "Watch Distant Lands."
Is that the one where?
I think that's the spin-off that you're on about.
Yeah, I still need to watch that, but I need to watch the ending for the actual series as well.
Look, it's Beefy versus Beefy. Beefy's gonna die. Go! Rock Smash!
You gonna try and catch this one?
No.
But why? He's already evolved.
I know. But there's an alpha across the river I want.
I only got one Pokeball left.
Oh no, I've got plenty. Just wanted this for XP.
The finale made me really happy.
Who did? Alright.
Is that the finale of Distant Lands or the finale of the original series? I should really just have a cartoon day where I...
That's every day.
Yeah, I know, but I mean one for like specifically watching the ends of shows that I just abandoned. Original series.
You've just finished She-Ra, haven't you?
I have just finished She-Ra. I went through that very quickly. Very good show.
You only I think one of the things you liked was like one of the bad guys who turns good through circumstances.
I did really like him. I liked that they actually gave him a canon ship as well. Like, because that's the kind of character where like I'd love them in a show and then I'd end up shipping them with someone, but the show did it for me. I didn't even have to imagine that.
Oh, fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. Fuck it in your face. Okay, so we send out the strongest boy first to try and give it some damage. To try and weaken it down. Okay, there's some decent damage. Oh, and his defense goes down as well, so that's even better. We just finished watching The Kinsman. Back for good now, says Finn. Oh, okay, right. He's weak. We may be able to catch it.
Alpha Beef Prime.
Alpha Beef Prime, yes. Right, bring out Captain Booty.
No, it's that was the villain from She-Ra. He's called
Alpha Beef Prime.
No, he's called Horde Prime.
Oh, okay. Hwah! Bonk.
I like that. Can we call him Alpha Beef Prime?
We caught him. No, because it's only 12 letters long.
Oh, can we call him Beef Prime?
Everyone can now evolve. After that.
Can we call him Beef Prime?
I think so, yeah. Hold on. So save. And then we will... Oh, it's an XP suite. Use it on Beefy.
I'm just going to watch Distant Lands. Watch it in this order. 1, BMO. 2, Obsidian. 3, Wizard City. And 4, Together Again. See, I'd only heard of Obsidian. And I think that's the one... I think I only heard of that because that's probably the one where Bubline becomes canon. So, yeah, I'll watch
Alpha Beef Prime.
Beef Prime.
I do hope that maybe on stream, not today, although it'd be some great luck if we did. Oh, she's out.
Hey.
She's trying to get out. We catch a shiny alpha.
Is that the one you want to call
Gluteus Maximus, yeah.
Can you name that one Beef Prime for me?
I will when I get back to camp. Are you going to do fan art of these?
Yes. I've already done one fan art.
Yeah, you have, but which one of our squad is it?
Huh? It's Big Booty from the other one, technically.
Yeah, it's the eye candy.
Yeah.
Wrong
So,
one.
I've not drawn any of these Beedooths yet.
Okay, so the newest member. We're out there, they are. They're down there. Move them over. And you can replace Wood Munch.
still an alpha?
Oh, this one. Yeah, there's still an alpha. Change name to Beef Prime.
Do you not want to make that one your first one then? Like if that's an alpha, does that not make it more powerful?
Whoops. Beef
That
Prime.
was supposed to be the last special but got delayed, so Wizard City was the last special released. Okay.
Okay, then put him up top. And there we go. Big ones up front, little ones in the back. Now, I think we should actually go back to the village and get some of the magic dust to power them up. Here's all our prisoners. Here's the payment we get from the prisoners. Wiz.
Hi, Gay.
Hi, Gay. I don't know if he's talking to his husband or you.
Both, maybe. Hi, Gay.
That's Ash. Can you imagine if we asked Ash to name all of these Bidoofs? And they all have arse in them, which is what we wanted originally, just an arse-based pun. Anyway, back to the village. The village, Zach, 2022. Yeah, it's me accent, Finn.
Ash, if you could name a Bidoof, what would you name it?
Run! Because we're going to go get our promotion, and then we're going to go release some of our prisoners. Rotten Chunk, says Swifty.
Rotten Chunk.
That's the undead Bidoof. Oh no, I need to go down here. Hello.
Bidoofa Donkey Donk.
Bidoofa Donkey
That's
Donk.
Finn. I don't know if that would fit.
It wouldn't.
Call it Doofy Donk.
Doofy Donk. Big Tooth Bidoof. Is what Ash would call it. Big Tooth Bidoof. Big up front and big in back. So now that I've got this rank 2, I know how to craft and handle feather balls. And she hands me the recipe for feather balls. And super potions. Right, now let's go release our prisoners of war. She's over here. Butt doof. Doofy butt. Doofenschmerz. Be Doofenschmerz.
Yes, please, you've got to call one Bidoofa.
Gina says bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Oh no. No, I shouldn't release them yet. Because eventually you can release a lot of them at once, and only then do you actually get the dust to make them stronger. Well, now that we've got an alpha on our side, we might be ready to do the next part of the story. Akka had a meeting before with some friends, well, not some friends, but with some people on a Skype call, basically. And you were playing with some sequin putty to help you concentrate, and it's all over the sofa and your feet.
The sequins are, not the putty.
The sequins are, yeah. Recruit!
Right now I'm playing with a jelly shark.
Do. Show everyone your jelly shark.
Do my best impression of a Magikarp.
That's not how a Magikarp does it. Finn's just like, Gina! Gay bestie! Big Deuce anti-cannon not.
What? Big Deuce.
Anti-cannon tire. Cantalite? I don't know.
Andy cannot lie. Andy cannot lie?
Sparkle feet, says Finn.
Sparkle feet. I still like Bedoofenshmirtz.
Bedoofenshmirtz. So do you actually battle in this game, or is it just throw and catch? You do battle, but you do have the opportunity to try and catch things without battling. Like this.
Sparkle Feet is my Chrissy cosplay. I just put glitter on my feet.
And what those hats? Oh, I know. Another hat we can add to the pile. For those of you who don't know, in the rewards section, you can redeem points to make me change hats. My koala one.
Where is it?
I think it's in the my wardrobe. I like big doofs, says Finn. He means he likes big doofs and he cannot lie. Yeah, I thought that for a minute, but I was like, well, where's the bit before it? Where's Beef? There he is. Beef Prime. Big Beef. No, although that can go on the pile too. And that. Gina got me that one. But it's grey. Yeah, that's what the channel used to be called. 3 Blokes with Beards.
I'll check it again.
Oh, this one knows Icy Wind, apparently. Beef Prime. He knows how to freeze things. I think she's found it. Cause
More as well.
yes.
It says I am a hero, and
How many hats have we got now?
you've got a lot.
I know, but how many are in the pile for changing?
I'll check in a minute.
I am yet to meet the other 2 beardy blokes.
2, 3,
Alright, well,
4, 5.
one of them is planning to travel to Japan soon, and sadly with the other one, he died back in 2015, I think, sadly. If you catch an Abra, name it after me, please. They are my favourite because they sleep 18 hours a day. We have got an Abra, Ash, and we will name it after you. But first, I need to show you what's so special about this hat. I'm going around. I sense danger. Huh? Oh, one of them's broken. One's broken. So, but I can lift one ear up still.
Honestly, that's cuter. There's one ear up.
It's like, huh? Hang on. It's like, oh, I can hear Akka. Okay, back to the game though. But that is just one of the many hats we have over the pile here. If you redeem the points, they will change. Do you want to see how big he is? There's a normal sized Pokemon. There he is. Beef Prime.
Beef Prime.
Who knows how to make things called hat? Confusion ear, says Finn. Hats are fun, says Swifty. They are. Do you think Nathan, we should force Nathan to wear one so he looks like me? Zach's having trouble getting it up on stream. Oh, I'd never do that. Never have trouble with that. Oh, you would have liked it, Ash, before. We were making jokes about safety words. This is where Ash turns around and goes, what's the safety word? The safety word is banana. Oh, if we're going with Tier of Grace standards, the safety word is moist delicious. What I don't get about these Pokeballs, because they're heavy, the idea is that they don't go very far, but if you do hit something with it in the back of the head, you've got an increased chance of catching it. Yet when there's a Pokemon inside it, you can throw them miles. Big booty. Yeah. Who uses safety words anymore? That's so 90s, now you just stop when they die, says Ash. Nathan would look like the Hovis guy. That's dark, says Finn. Indeed it is, but that's Ash as well. I'm not sure who the Hovis guy is. Yay. Dead bird. He's a big boy. Woohoo! Oh, is there a Geodude hiding in here? Yes, there is. Well, you stop when they go cold. Doesn't make it any better. Although Mike's got a joke about necrophilia. Necrophilia, the act of cracking open a cold one. We've confirmed that on the Halloween Never Have I Ever, says Swifty. I'm curious as to whether or not you'll do another one of those this year. Never have I ever done this or that. Look, there's another Beef Prime. But we don't want it yet. Woo! Just throw Bidoof in the tree and he knocks it down and gives us apricorns. Oh, it's that rabbit. That one, when she evolves, turns sexy. Oh, swap hat. Hold on. I am now the one-eared koala. Zack and Akka do one. Never have I ever. Well, Akka's got the more interesting stories because I'm a shut-in that had no friends. Alright, next fight is ready though. Alright, team. And I will place the curse over here.
You've got some interesting stories.
No, I haven't.
I've never been in a fight. You have.
Yeah, and?
Oh, it's like a big one. Alright, good luck.
That's the tallest dwarf I've ever seen. That's a powerful elf over there who just destroyed that building. Hype in the chat! Alright, who did the most damage? Dagum. So Dagum gets the money, and then the random one goes to Finn! Finn earned himself 15 coins.
I would actually be up to doing another like.
Yeah, but you'll get drunk before I do.
You don't drink.
I know. I'll still be sat at the end with a full glass of whatever it is I'm drinking.
I mean, you don't have to actually drink to do an ever like ever. Because I know you don't like it. It's just a fun game to play.
I know. But honestly, I've got nothing interesting to say.
I think you're selling yourself short.
No, I'm really not. Alright, setting up the next fight. My Ghost Templar is on the field. So join in everyone who wants to. Finn's happy to get money. Now let's carry on with the fight. Both. Oh, it ran away. Coward! I am going to heal him up just a bit, though. Finn says, I haven't experienced Drunk Akka yet. I haven't experienced Drunk Akka yet. Should I?
She's fun, but dangerous.
Tell someone they're being vague without actually being vague.
What?
What's Drunk Akka like? She's fun, but dangerous. That could mean anything.
Nah, I'm not that bad when I'm drunk. I just wanted to say something stupid.
Finn goes, you're an interesting person. Shut up. I am not interesting.
You are.
No, I don't. I'm just like everyone else. I was tricked at school thinking that there was a future for me, so I went into further education to end up on YouTube. What's so special about it?
Get that desperado down, yeah.
But I don't drink. Oh yeah, here he is. This is the guy that will tell you about his pet, even if you don't want to know. I am Leon of the Pearl Clan, the Warden to Cleavor, Lord of the Woods. And you? I've already deduced that you've come here to meet Cleavor. I'm right, aren't I? Of course I am. I can see it so clearly. After all, the powerfully awesome Cleavor has become even more awesomely powerful. Perhaps the strange lightning the other day was Almighty Sinnoh's divine power. But whatever it was, it struck my lord on... It bukake lightning onto my lord's face and left him imbued with awesome might.
Feral Child is one of my favourite character archetypes. I already love him.
Feral Child.
He lives in the woods on his own and he's got a massive hat.
He doesn't live on the woods on his own.
Who's he live with?
He's part of the Diamond Clan or whatever it is.
He's just out here
Pearl
by
Clan.
himself.
Yeah, sometimes he just comes out. Well, it's his job to look after him, but he doesn't live here. Sometimes he goes back and does shit. Anyway, so I must turn you away, even if it pains me. It's too dangerous for you to meet Cleavor right now. That's that then. Oh well, that's that then. See you later. Truly, you mean to simply give up? Is your passion for Cleavor so partly? Yeah. That my mask is floating. It's just there like half a coconut shell.
Yeah.
But, well, I'm afraid your passion is not the real issue here. I've been told in no uncertain terms by Iridia that I am to let no one near Cleavor. I will fight you off myself if you insist. If you wish to avoid battle, withdraw now while you still can, or face the wrath of my Goomy. I'll take you on. You don't even realize I'm turning you away for your own safety. How sad you are. Go, Goomy, and see if you can ooze some good sense over this foolish troublemaker. That's one way of saying come on his face. Anyone fancy a game of lesbian tennis? It's just like regular tennis, but with lesbians. This is where someone makes the joke about it just being regular tennis with women.
Lesbians.
Lesbians! One time, Akka was saying to me that she wanted something sweet to eat, and we didn't have any chocolate or anything in. So as I was just sat, getting onto the sofa, she was sat on it, and she went, waffles!
I thought you were going to talk about how I called those biscuits lesbians.
No. But now that you've mentioned it, do you want to enlighten the chat as to why you call certain biscuits lesbians?
I can't pronounce the name, and it looks like it says lesbians.
I don't think you'll meet another couple that will throw biscuits at each other and shout lesbians like we do. And there goes Goomy. Yes, I know they can evolve, but they're not going to. If anything, one is going to be replaced. How can this be? I may have been defeated, but my point still stands. It's too dangerous to meet Cleavor now. The only welcome you'll get if you approach him is a flurry of devastating blows. Normally, I'd simply try making him an offering. A nice heat serving of his two favourite foods, served up with respect by his loyal warden. That's me, of course, is usually enough to please him and soothe the prickliest of moods. But even I, Cleavor's loyal warden, can't get enough to cleave any offerings now. Not with the way Cleavor is rampaging and running amok. There's nothing that an outsider like you can do, except I'm the main character. Couple goals, says Finn. Finn wishes to be able to throw biscuits at Ash and shout lesbians as well.
Do it, no one's stopping you.
Things so they can do it to Ghost too.
Yeah.
Does she mean Lisbon? Lol, pronounced Lisbon. They're those biscuits that are square and they're chocolate on one side.
I think they're actually called like beans or something, or I can't pronounce it.
There's a box over there.
I always read it as lesbians. Are they not off-brand ones?
They're off-brand ones, but they might share the same name. The ancestors of Cleavor, Wydeer, and their cohort drew on Almighty Sinone's own power to protect Pokemon and people alike, so it's said. It's by the grace that our clan that any of us still live in the vast Too Sweet today. What?
They're called Leibniz. But I always
Yeah,
call
it's
them
spelt
lesbians.
Leibniz. I'll type it in the chat now. If anyone can tell me how to pronounce it. Leib.
It doesn't matter because they're called lesbians.
That's how you spell it. But to Akka, they're lesbians. Chocolate sports biscuits, says Swifty. As you say, Cleavor's grown even stronger, but I'm afraid what strength poses a problem for us. If he was indeed struck by that lightning, could the bolts have been sent by the false Sinnoh that the Diamond Clan bow to? God damn it.
As it's Valentine's and you're newly engaged, what was the first thing that attracted you to each other? I wanted to play D&D.
The fact that there was a girl who didn't look at me in complete disgust. For once. But let's see, what was the first thing? Well, no, that's how we met. Because you just posted on the saying, are there any rooms at any tables? And I invited you. And I think what attracted me to you, the first thing that attracted me to you was that you were just geek and proud.
I think I liked your beard.
I like your personality. I like your face.
I like your face. For me, it was Akka's big melon.
Big melons. The white chocolate Libanais are divine, says Finn. For fuck's sake, Ash, says
I
Swifty.
don't like white chocolate. I do like lesbians, so.
I don't like white
Both
chocolate,
kinds.
but I do like white chocolate on a Magnum for some reason. For some reason, the white chocolate Magnums are nice. But everything else, like Milky Bar and things like that, I don't like. I'd hope we could bring the situation under control ourselves, not throw our hands up and ask some outsider for help. But we must save Cleavor from this frenzy. Every moment it continues, the danger grows. By the way, the safety word is caution. That was a joke for people who were here earlier.
Yeah, she just went my 2 words of caution and time. I think you made a joke about them being safe words.
Yeah, she said like my disciplines or something like that are caution and something else, and I went, see, our safety word is cinnamon. Oh, here we go. I think Zach makes a great lesbian. I do like lesbians though. 2022. See, if we had a mod here, and if EP was here, he could put that in as a quote.
I mean, I'm a mod. I can probably.
Yeah, but I don't remember what the command is.
Well, fuck it then.
Yeah, fuck the lesbian.
I mean, I'm sure at some point in time I will say I like lesbians again.
Sad boy. No. You, stranger from beyond the sky. I have, with this face, I just have like Richard Horvitz in my head. You, stranger from the sky, tell me, could you galaxy people actually fix all of this?
What about this character says Richard Horvitz to you specifically?
1, he's short. 2, he's got a superiority complex.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Could an outsider actually find a way to quell our Lord's frenzy?
It's not even just Zim, is it? Chaos is the same.
Yeah. No, we were watching Skylanders and I said to you that Richard Horvitz plays Chaos. The first episode, you saw him and Chaos acting the way he was and he went, eh? And you just went, it's Zim. It's Zim. Oh, there you go. Swifty done. It's add quote.
He doesn't even change the voice. It's so funny. Why are there no animatics of Chaos lines as or opposite?
There might be somewhere.
They're so similar.
I think what you'd really want to see is Chaos going, I'm a Virgo.
Moxie as well.
I'll figure something out. What is the most annoying thing your fiancé does? Akka's probably got a list.
Oh, I'm trying to think.
Let's see. We're playing Mr. and Mrs. now. What's the most annoying thing Akka does?
Has Finn already done it, or do I need to do
Honestly, I can't. No, Finn's not a mod, he can't do it. Honestly, I can't think of anything you do to annoy me. I can think of things you do that worry me, but not annoy me.
What do I do that worry you?
It's when you get upset and you start spiraling.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, I could say the same about you, though.
Yeah, but here's the difference. When you get upset, you spiral. When I get upset, a nuclear bomb goes off.
Yeah. I don't think it's done it for me either.
Oh, who is your free pass for a freeway, seeing as it's Valentine's Day?
Yuki.
Yuki.
Like, we're not even joking, we have had a threesome with Yuki.
Liam and I will gather foods that please Cleavor in hopes that we might be able to get close enough to make him a proper offering. Right, in a minute, the professor is about to come up with a weapon to help fight against Cleavor, right? Wait until you see the name. As for you, find a way to quell this frenzy, even if you must search every corner of the vast Hisui. Have you got any more Mr. and Mrs. questions for us? That's what we could do. Just as a chill stream one day if we're bored. People can come in and do a Mr. and Mrs. questions for us. With us, rather.
Yeah.
Your arc phone is beeping. A mysterious power now enables you to return to base camps in an instant, but I've been able to do that anyway. Swifty, what's the command to look what quotes we've got? Head to the base camp and report what you've discovered rather. So back we go. Professor Douche and his stupid hat and his drawn-on beard. Good to see you, assface.
How many people does it take to be an orgy? I'd say at least 4.
4,
I
yeah.
didn't even realise I was on camera doing that. I was just playing with my shark.
I'd say 4. Because 3 has a name. It's Freetum.
Yeah.
And how is your research into Cleavor going? Swimmingly, I expect.
And we'd be into that. We could play as couples.
Nah. Oh, yeah. Oh, the Mr. and Mrs. Right, yeah. It's because it's Ash. I had to think which one it was.
To be fair, I thought he meant that at first.
Oh, you mean Mr. and Mrs. and Mr.? Yeah, that, whatever. However it goes. Oh ho, is that so? That's quite the tidbit. So a serving of his favourite foods will normally make Cleavor quite agreeable, is that it? I need to mull this over back at the lab. You should come along too, dear boy. New prisoners. 509. Me and Mrs. Not that orgy, Zach. Yeah, I know. We could do a collab, Mr. Well, we could do a collab, Mr. and Mrs. and Mr. and Mr. Well, Mr. and Mrs. because Ash is the wife.
I'm trying to think of a snappy name for it.
For what?
What that would be called. Ash just wants to call him Mr. and Mrs. I think. What do you do to cheer your partner up when they're upset?
I get you ramune, I get you boba tea, I give you cuddles.
Yeah. Food is the way to my heart.
Food is the way to Akka. Through the stomach is the way to Akka's heart.
For Zach, I tend to just grab his head and stroke his hair.
Yeah. Pets.
Yeah, pets. Zach likes pets.
Were this normal course of events, that frenzied Cleavor would be calmed by a nice serving of his 2 favourite foods. I do wonder, is it possible that the aromas of or some other components of these foods might combine in a way that could not only calm Cleavor, but draw him back from his frenzy?
Why am I the wife, by the way? See, the funny thing is, I don't think anyone said you were the wife.
Ash has said it on stream.
I think you've decided that you're the wife.
Yeah, because he was telling a story about how he was at work, and the woman was asking which one of you is the wife, and he went, I'm not. And then she went, who does the washing? I do. Who does the dishes? God. I do. Who does the cooking? I do. Oh, shit.
I mean, she's got you there, but at the same time, that is some straight bullshit.
But by your own report, even Cleavor's warden, who looks after Cleavor and knows him well, cannot approach him in his current state. It would be a fool's gambit to get close enough to offer him food. Give me a moment if you would. I need some time to ponder on this. There ought to be something in my research notes that can help us. I would just stare at this map and these books.
He's not doing anything, he's just looking at things.
Yeah. Eureka! It's hopeless. We'll simply have to throw the food. Really, Professor? Your plan is to start a food fight with a rampaging Pokemon?
Yep.
You've quite the arm for throwing things, haven't you? Oh, right. Now imagine if it read like, you've quite the arm for tossing things, haven't you, assface?
Have you seen the story of the woman that married a colour? No, what's
I've seen the story of a woman who married a house, but not a colour. Might I suggest you take Cleavor's favourite foods and throw them at the Pokemon?
I've seen man who fucks his car.
Makes sense. Makes sense to throwing food. No,
I've seen man who fucks his car. Makes sense.
I have seen the man who fucks his car, yeah. Or several of them. Yes, it's all coming together. We can use our skill in Pokeball crafting to shake Cleavor's beloved foods into balls, then throw them to achieve the same calming effect, but from afar. What food items are not bedroom appropriate? Chilies.
I'm just trying to think.
Oh, Ash, you haven't heard this story. The other day...
Oh my god, you're telling everyone this story.
Well, yeah, it's funny.
He betrayed me.
Right. The other day, we were cooking something from Gusto, and as part of the recipe, we had to dig the spoons out of a chili with a teaspoon. So I did that, and I put the teaspoon down. Then, after we'd eaten it, we had these honeycomb desserts to eat. And Akka said, "Can I have a teaspoon?" So I turn around and just grab one and give it to her. And she takes a mouthful of this honeycomb dessert and then goes, "Why is it spicy?" And I'm like, oh.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Finn says curry's not appropriate for the bedroom.
No, curry.
Right, here we go. How about tea time balls?
Tea time balls. Cottage cheese. That would be a bad bedroom food.
It would. Puts one in mind of a nice relaxing afternoon tea, does it not? Why wouldn't... So they aren't actually balls that we throw at the things. They're bags of his food that we throw at them, and they missed the trick to not call them tea bags. Quick, teabag Cleavor!
I mean, I think they purposefully didn't do that.
But maybe Japan did, and then the translators went, "Oh, we can't say that." Why wouldn't you simply call them balls, Professor? Laventon balls, Professor.
Who designed this professor with a tea cozy, says Swift?
I know. Fish, says Finn.
It's fish.
Oh my, with that name it sounds like I'm the one being launched at our frenzied friend. Oh my. Oh my. In any case, we can rely on the Pearl Clan to gather the necessary foodstuffs, correct? Then you should get back to the Grand Tree Arena and let Pearl Clan know our plan. If you're off to Grand Tree Arena, best set out from the Heights camp. Eh?
Gusto's great. Yeah, we've been really enjoying it so far.
Yeah. See, my big sister gave me a code, so we got 65% off the first order, and then 30% off the first month whenever we order something. And we have had the equivalent of a month shopping for that price, for about the same price, and even a bit cheaper, and it's been great. But we have only got a small fridge, and it does get overloaded if they turn up weekly, so now we're just going to have them monthly.
The other thing is that Zach doesn't really eat veg, so we've been getting enough veg for a large meal for 2 people at a time, and yeah, there's so much left over. I really need to make like a stew with it all or something.
Need to be naughty and get another Gusto for March when I get paid.
How is getting a Gusto naughty? We were naughty tonight because we got a Chinese.
We almost got a Chinese tomorrow.
Yeah, we did.
We went on Just Eat to order a Chinese, and we clicked on one to pre-order it because it wasn't opened. We didn't realise that the order wouldn't come through until tomorrow at 6:05. Gina gave me a free code too, says Finn. How many dildos are too many dildos?
No, there's never enough dildos.
I don't use them, but so Akka would know.
Never enough dildos.
My, that Galaxy Hall is one fine building. Shame if it burned down. That Galaxy team certainly got themselves a grand headquarters, I'll give them that. Got themselves a grand head, I'll give them that. Oh yes, I came because I had some news that I thought you might be interested in. Better you actually see what's going on though. Let's head to... what do you end up calling it? The Heights camp? Okay. Someone said Did someone say chocolate?
Chocolate?
Chocolate. Look, there he is. Apparently the person who... The weir that looks on us with kindness. But he looks like a grumpy old man.
Oh my god, it does.
He's got a beard, yeah. I spoke to... Oh, you know when we were watching Pokemon Sword before, and I told you it takes place in England, some of the Pokemon are different.
Yeah.
The Meowth has a beard. A big, bushy beard.
Oh my god, I love it.
I spoke to Weirdeer about what's going on. I know the Pokemon understand it, but if people didn't know this, I was talking to this deer about what was going on. I told him how we've been trekking all over the Fieldlands seeking a way to quell Kleavor's frenzy. All this from someone who's not even part of our clan or the Pearl clan. Just some wanderer who fell from a rift into this world. And hearing that, well, you can see how he responded. I trust you appreciate it. Riders found you worthy, you see, which means you'll need a flute like we have. Right, honestly, right? I don't know how well you guys can hear this, but listen to how lazy this tune is for summoning this thing. You won't be able to hear it, but I'll show it you later. Very important, so listen well. You can hear it
I can
slightly.
just about hear it, yeah, that is kind of lazy.
Banana, says Swifty. What is your partner's favourite singer or band? Bowie. You love Bowie.
I don't know if he's my favourite, though.
You've probably got more than one favourite.
Really
But he's definitely in at least the
do
top
love
two
Bowie.
to sleep with.
Yeah. Yours. I know you really like, Fuck, what's the song called? Something Velvet. Isn't it?
Ash. Ash really likes that one.
Yeah, but you really like it too. I've heard you play it.
I wouldn't say it's one of my favourite songs. Not Black Velvet.
I know you like Randy as well.
Yeah, Randy's
I
great.
know you like Weird Al.
Weird Al.
You
yeah.
quite like comedy songs, I think.
Yeah. Welcome to the Internet's a good one.
Yeah, Welcome to the Internet's good.
Oh, what's worse? 1 horse-sized vagina or 100 duck-sized vaginas?
I mean, I don't think ducks have especially small ones. I think it's just that they're weirdly shaped.
Sounds like phone alert, says Swifty. It does. But in terms of your favourite band or singer, all I know is that Bowie's up there to sleep with.
Bowie's...
And you do like Bowie.
I do like his music as well.
There you go. See, Ash says Black Velvet is his stripper song.
I think my favourite bands will probably be either like Green Day or Bon Jovi. And I know those are two very different bands.
That's because deep down she's still an edgy teen.
I am an edgy teen.
Hold on, ringtone.
What would you say your favourite is then?
My favourite band?
Yeah.
It's too many. Really?
Yeah, I think that's a problem I have. I go through phases where I really like one or two bands, and I won't listen to them for ages.
This deer just gave me a pink cube.
He's looking at it like he's so disappointed.
Yeah, he's like, thanks. Thank you, Your Highness. Green Day were great also. Finn's trying to start a sing-along in the chat.
You know
It's
what?
a mind
I
plate.
think that I'd actually find it easier if you said, what's your favourite musical?
Me?
Like, instead of answering my favourite band, I think I'd have an easier time answering my favourite musical soundtrack. I think Gina can probably relate to that as well.
Yeah.
Were great. They're still going, aren't they?
I don't know. I know that you, like... I don't know if it's one of your favourites, but you really like the Beetlejuice one.
I do.
And you want to go and see it.
I'd say Beetlejuice and Heathers are my
You like
two
Rocky...
favourites.
Your two favourites, not Rocky Horror Show.
I do like Rocky Horror Picture Show, but it's not one of my favourites.
With Reader, you can gallop across the fields in no time. You see this? This was the last Beetle who crossed me.
Can that be canon now to this character?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, I think they're still a thing.
Hey, babe, look. We've got a horsey.
That's a deer.
Clippity clop, a clippity clop. It's an old man.
Yeah, it's an old. You're right, a good old man.
Because I tell him to.
What?
Because I tell him.
You can call an old man and ride him.
Yes.
Oh fuck. Fucking hell.
Right, hold on. Finn, Ash, I need to ask just so I can see if I am truly alone in this. Did you know Meatloaf had died? Akka didn't.
Swifty didn't.
Swifty might have been saying it for a joke, but I don't know. Ride that bush,
And
says
then
Swifty.
Your other streamer friend didn't.
Yeah, another streamer person I know didn't know.
What is my favourite item of your wardrobe and vice versa?
Of your wardrobe. I really like the goth outfit you put on when Yuki was here,
I think that was a dress. I think I remember what you were on about.
but I like what you threw together. That dress.
See, all that's coming to mind is your bunny onesie, but I don't even know if you still have it.
I don't know where my bunny onesie has gone. I
need
think
to
the only
find
reason
it.
you liked that was because I cooked you breakfast in it
Yeah.
once. And you sent a picture to your mum going, this is what he's doing for me.
I'm very motivated by food.
Yeah, they knew he was dead. Ash says the Spice Girls killed him.
How did the Spice Girls kill him?
It's quite the theory. A gay theory. The gay in this case being Ash.
That is just a theory. A gay theory.
This is going to make Akka laugh. I don't know if it'll make anyone else laugh. Like, is Ness secretly Sans from Undertale? No.
Like most people,
No, he's not.
I'm sure most people who spend a decent amount of time on YouTube would get that.
Oh, do you think Gina knows that there's a British version of Heathers?
Yeah, Gina, is she in chat?
I don't think she's in chat anymore. She's probably gone to bed.
I'll have to tell her. I'll have to tell her at some point. I had no idea, but I started talking to a friend again recently, and he said, "Oh, I finally got round to listening to Heathers. My favourite song is this song that I had never heard of," and I was like, "What?" And then I checked the version, and I found out that like there's an English version of Heathers that still has American singers. I think that they sound like Americans anyway. And they've replaced some of the songs with new ones. And it's really weird. Like, they got rid of Blue Balls.
Yeah.
Or Blue. I think it's just called Blue, actually. They got rid of that song. It's so good.
Oh, that movie they did where he was the bus driver. He's been dead ever since. Apparently he was the bus driver in the Spice Girls film.
I didn't even know there was a Spice Girls.
I remember the Spice Girls film. I also remember the PS1 game, and they were both dog shit.
I'm not gay. Where the fuck did you get that idea? Maybe your husband.
Finn went amazing actor.
Yeah, Meatloaf was good.
Was he in Rocky Horror?
Yeah, he was Eddie. Yeah, the whole
Eddie!
song and everything. Hot patootie.
Hot patootie.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to bring the spell out. Alright, the battle begins. Here we go. Let's see if we can win one for the Beavers.
Rocky Horror was actually my first time I saw it.
You didn't know he was in Pick a Destiny.
Yeah, I was just saying, what you want to say?
Snorlax head spinning around on that base. Good Finn with the most assisting kills right now.
What is your hand?
It's a Templar, but it's a ghost. And we got a silver chest. So I got the most kills, but I can't reward myself. So...
Who did you say was going on
after me,
rampage?
it's Finn. Yeah. So Finn gets the first prize, which is 25 coins, and then whoever gets these Musketeer Scrolls is Vaughn. But that's the last battle of the night, I'm afraid. Because we're going to wrap up in a minute.
Amazing actor. Oh, you've not seen Pick of Destiny.
You Galaxy people, your inventiveness just blows me away. I mean, you can make offerings to Lord Clay. Look, he's doing the Shag Doll face. He's doing the Magikarp face.
Shag
From a
doll
safe
face.
distance. I'll lend you my aid if it means we might provide Clevo with his offering. Let's begin at once. Hold on, Leanne. Don't get ahead of yourself.
I read that as I go to sleep. Night Vaughn.
I gotta go to sleep. Good night. Good night, Vaughn. Thanks for coming. And we'll see you on Friday.
Ghost is dreaming on our bed currently. He's kicking it. That's
Aww.
adorable. Aww.
Whatever the plan is, you'll need Clevo's favourite plump beans. I brought them, as promised. Gah, that's right. My apologies, Iridia. I'd forgotten all about you. I admit, as we haven't been able to solve this ourselves, we seem to have little choice but to turn to the Galaxy team. But even if I still have my doubts about whether we should entrust such a thing to an outsider, these Galaxy team people don't share our customs or our values. So prove to me that you're worthy to stand in the presence of our noble Pokemon. You may battle by ordering about the Pokemon you've caught in your little Pokeballs. But on my side, I have a Pokemon as close to me as a sister, as one of my blood. If you can defeat Glaceon and me, I will entrust you with Cleavor's fate. Will you battle us? Hold on.
I mean, you guys might not trap them in Pokeballs, but you're still fighting them.
Look, he's doing the Shag Doll face. Go, HM User 69. Be the cannon fodder.
I don't actually know if I can add quotes because I don't think it worked earlier.
It did work earlier. I just don't know how you bring them back up after.
How can you tell if it worked?
Because it said in the chat that it did. I'm going to bed tonight. Both tight. Please do, Mr. and Mrs. We will do at some point. We just have to think of when. Okay, heavy balls going out. Hot or cold desserts? Cold.
Yeah, cold. Although, generally, if I have, just a piece of cake, like chocolate cake, I do tend to warm it up.
Take that, you ice little bitch. That's another evolution of Eevee, I think. I just don't know how to get it. Oh, there you go. Finn's done it. Oh, he's taught how to bring one back up. If I had the ability to spunk fire... Okay, I see now. Pokeballs are simply your tools of choice, not products of disregard for Pokemon. You still understand that Pokemon you've caught and treat them as partners. I feel better putting my trust in you now, I think. Let me see your Pokemon's wounds. Now explain the Galaxy team's plan. What do you mean to do with these foods?
I'd love to see where I'm going, but my face is buried in a bush.
Yeah.
What was that from?
I was playing Alan Wake and I was going through the woods and there was a huge bush in the way and I got stuck in it and I was like, I'd love to see where I'm going, but my face is buried in bush. So because you have to keep your distance, you'll mash Cleavor's favourite foods together, ball them up and try to quell his frenzy by throwing them at him? Are you completely fucking stupid? Interesting. So you've developed soothing balms of sorts for our lord. They're called tea time balls. Very well. If it will help soothe Cleavor's frenzy, let's make these balms with our very hearts. Kalima. Let's make these balms with very hearts and souls. Okay, what do you think, Leanne? Eh? There they are.
I feel like they're gonna find out that this rampaging Pokemon just has a toothache or something.
Imagine.
And I'm just like, if these guys know Pokemon that well, how would they not know something like that? It feels like that kind of plot, in a kids show where they just find out, oh, they were just mad because they have a toothache.
Oh, Jurassic Park for kids. Oh, Rexy was just mad there's a thorn in her paw.
Exactly.
There, a veritable mountain of balms. This should please Cleavor, if anything can.
I call
Now then, Ready yourself, and I will summon our mighty Cleavor, Lord of the Woods. Let's not be hasty, because we got a stream to end.
I call a bomb cake a muffin. A bread muffin.
And what do you call a baguette?
A cob.
There you go, Finn. Be pissed off at that. She calls baguettes a cob.
They're crusty cobs.
Swifty calls it a butty.
A butty's only a butty if it's got things in it. It's a sandwich.
Right.
An empty bread muffin is not a butty.
Butty is acceptable, says Finn. Alright, let's see who's on, shall we, to raid. Doug, Ray, Dooley, Felicia Day, Bruce. Oops. The only people who are online at the minute here are famous people.
I was going to say Felicia Day.
Felicia Day, yeah.
I didn't even know she was a Twitch streamer.
Let's see. Let's go with the lowest person in recommended channels. Melody Serafina.
Oh, playing Stardew.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
About what?
But, I don't know. Oh, the fact that you call baguettes cobs.
Oh.
Some say it as baghead.
Baghead?
Oh, baguette. Baghead.
Baghead.
Right, let's see. Melody
Thanks.
Serafina. Alright, thanks for streaming. Well, yeah, we stream Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Finn. And we're going to be doing... Oh, yeah, so anyone who may be watching this on YouTube... and anyone interested in the chat, we are now going to be playing this Pokemon on a Wait. I'm going to be playing this Pokemon on Saturday now, and then things like Time Splitters and stuff are now going to be done on a Monday, because Akka may be working weekends regularly in the near future, which means that she can join in on Mondays for definite, which means we want to do something together on a Monday.
Yeah.
But we have to finish Time Splitters first. So that's the new schedule, because I almost said regime.
Regime.
Yes. Alright, so let's get the raids going. And I can't tip my hat, because I haven't got my flat cap on. So, but I'll do that.
Bye, guys.
I'll wave goodbye to everyone. So, thanks everyone for watching. And remember, you're always welcome at the Spectrum. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
I'll give Lance a gift. Oh, I should also check today's What is up, Spectrum? Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the raid. I hope your stream went well as well. Ooh, Arceus.